me start the show then, G. People been waiting on you all day. Why you gotta wait, nigga? Start the show. Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, come on, come on. Yeah. Yo, G. I see y'all coming in. We got boxes and popcorn. Pretty gangster. Hitting it out. Lucky, baby. Christio. They flooded in. I see them now. On the Gene Deal Show. On the Gene Deal Show. Yeah. On the Gene Deal Show. On the Gene Deal Show. Remember? On the Gene Deal Show. On the Gene Deal Show. Come and be a member, y'all. Remember? On the Gene Deal Show. On the Gene Deal Show. Come and be a member, y'all. On the Gene Deal Show. On the Gene Deal Show. Come and be a member, y'all. Remember? On the Gene Deal Show. On the Gene Deal Show.
Christio, what up with you, girl? I put you on 2 weeks' notice, Christio. It's going down June 14th. All right. Hey, Monique. Pharrell. Well, you only gave me 2 hearts.
On the Gene Deal Show. On the Gene Deal Show. Come and be a member, yeah. On the Gene Deal Show. On the Gene Deal Show. Come and be a member, yeah. Remember? On the Gene Deal Show. On the Gene Deal Show. Come and be a member, yeah. Remember? On the Gene Deal Show. On the Gene Deal Show. Come and be a member, yeah. On the Gene Deal Show. On the Gene Deal Show.
Chanel, what up, Chanel? Tanisha, Brenda. Paperwork the producer. Paperwork the producer. We sliding like Melissa. Paperwork the producer. Paperwork the producer. That's on that. Paperwork the producer. My boy Gene Deal, man. Paperwork the producer. We sliding like Melissa. Paperwork the producer. Paperwork the producer. That's on that Gene Deal show. Lego. Mr. Moore, starting it off right. Thank you for that super sticker, that donation, Mr. Moore. I appreciate you, man. You started it off right, man. Let everybody know, like and subscribe. This is the Gene Deal Show. I'm tired of having 48% of the people come see me and ain't even subscribed. Come on, man. It don't take nothing. It don't cost you nothing. This is a freebie that you can give a person that you are showing some kind of respect. Even if you don't like my motherfucking fat ass, you gotta come. You come to my show, subscribe. It ain't costing you nothing. You know what I'm saying? 40% of the content creators out there come to my show and they don't subscribe. Why? They don't want me to know. Hey, D. Marie. Hey, Jean in the chat. From me and mama. Oh, I'm getting it from her and her mama. Thank you. Appreciate you, D. Marie. Yes, y'all. Cash App. Samuel Ramsey, thank you for the Cash App, y'all, man. I really appreciate that, man. Y'all know I got a lot of work to do. You understand? I have a lot of work to do. A lot of shit that's going on, man. But listen here. I want to talk to 2 things about, like, when I told y'all that, and I'm glad a lot of stuff that I'm saying, people are talking about it now and saying stuff about it. And by them saying something about it, it makes all my stories that I know to be true, true. All right? Somebody put Wu-Tang forever. Yeah, protect your neck. Check this out, y'all. Somebody sent me something on Tasha K. Now, I'm not a wino, or I don't like wine. I like bourbon, and I like scotch. You understand? And now that I got my own bourbon, let me see which way is this right here. It's the El Chapo. Now that I got my own bourbon called Wanted. I like bourbon even more. I'm not a whiny or whine or whatever she called her group of people, but I was a fan of Tasha K. I thought that she was doing that she does a very entertaining and a very she was like none other. You know what I'm saying? And then Tish Tales came along. And the reason I stopped watching Tasha K because, I can't pay the respect to somebody that disrespects me when I've done nothing to them. A little backstory on it. I was supposed to do Tasha K before I did anybody, but her people dropped the ball on the paperwork. Somebody came to me, and it was a good friend of mine, and they had me do Storm Monroe, and they paperwork and they shit was straight. And I did Storm Monroe. I never knew her and Storm even worked for her, or they had a beef or whatever like that. That wasn't none of my business, and I didn't know anything about it. You understand? But when they had their situation or whatever like that, I don't know if the person who asked me to do Storm Monroe knew anything about it. They just say, yo, Storm wants you to do a show, and he gonna pay your fee, and blase this, whoop de whoop, blah, all accommodations and everything, fly you down there. I ain't have a problem with it. No. I didn't know him and Tasha K had a situation. So then next thing you know, I'm the butt of Diddy jokes on Tasha K. Like, I ain't the man who I am. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Damn, that's how they do it in the YouTube streets. You understand? And I think I had addressed that before. And because me as a man, you know what I'm saying? And I know a dude is a real dude and a real dude like that. I'm not going to let my woman, my girl, my people I deal with talk about no real man. I don't give a fuck what kind of situation it is. You understand? I don't care what the situation it is. And I don't know, and I don't care if about no entertainment or whatever the situation is. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to let my people do that. You know what I'm saying? So I felt kind of slighted when she was saying some stuff that was like she was questioning my manhood with Diddy. You know what I'm saying? But we know people can say whatever they want to say. The reason I'm speaking on this right now regarding that, it has nothing to do with Tasha K. It had to do with her guest Cash today. You understand? And Cash said that he was only going to speak on stuff that he know about. And I can only address stuff that I know about. You understand? So what I wanted to address, that Cash spoke on something that he knew nothing about. And that's what Farnsworth Bentley got his name. He said that Farnsworth Bentley got his name from Puff. That did not happen. Puff was not a part of that. Now, this is real minute, but it goes against what I said in a show previous, way before they came out with this part. Monique Irvin, Nikki, New York, I just had to check a YouTube about you. Y'all gotta come for Gene. Nope. Yo, let them come for me. but tell them not to get too close when they come. All right, Nikki? Tell them to come for Gene, but don't get too close when you come for Gene. Born this way, yeah, them devils gonna fall. The Lee out there in the Lou, show me state. Yes, sir. That's the Lynch. Happy Sunday to everybody. Let me do this way so I don't get my big ass thumb in the way of the camera. Yes, yes, yes. Shout out to Miss Pleasant and the Pop-Off Show. Y'all helping her build her show up, and I really appreciate that, y'all. So now, check this out. I told y'all a long time ago how Farnsworth Bentley got his name. And that's actually was the first day I met Farnsworth Bentley. We was on 74th Street and Park Avenue. And it was Puff Driver, Mark Curry, Tony De Niro, Farnsworth Bentley. Now, Tony De Niro and Mark Curry gave this motherfucker this whole persona of what he got started, what he had to do as being Puff assistant. And Puff was looking for a new identity in a whole different league, a whole different level that his album and all that shit was coming out. Whatever he was doing, he was looking for some new shit. So he was running around with Tony De Niro. Tony De Niro was this dude who had, you know, he was supposed to be a Cali type nigga that had a lot of ladies in the game. That's who Tony De Niro was. If you watch that, what is it, Bad Boy for Life? The black guy that's playing the guitar, that's Tony De Niro, right? I wish I had the technology, because y'all would love if I put his picture up on the screen and have him doing the guitar and everything like that and showing them. It was him, Mark Curry, me, and Farnsworth Bentley outside, which his name is Derek. You understand? You just proving to me that you don't be watching me, because I'm doing a show right now and you calling my phone, Miss Dana Gemini. So I'm blowing you up. So get off my phone right now and get to the television and watch my show. Ugh. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just playing. Shout out to Gemini. You know what I'm saying? The Cash App is Big Gene. How I put it up here now? How do I do it? How I can't even do it on here. Yo, Lucky, put the Cash App and all that stuff up there, and how you buy the books and stuff, because it's not showing up on here. I don't know how to do it up here. Yeah, but anyway, so this is how we doing. So we was outside. So I'm just chilling and everything like that. And Tony De Niro and Mark Curry is telling Farnsworth Bentley how he should act and what she should be doing for this new look that Puff is going for. But then they were trying to figure out what should they call him. They trying to get, because they were saying like, you got to be like, you know, you got to be like a male servant like Bentley and Farnsworth. You know, it's two different people. So he was like, but you got to be over the top. You understand? You know, they was even talking about you got to be extra with everything you do when you're around him. You know, like if you just brushing lint off of him, or if you just fixing his tie or whatever like that, you got to be real extra with it. You know what I'm saying? And then he was saying that he know how to do that, because I think he may have worked with somebody in Andre 2000 or something like that, or they camp or something like that. So they was talking about that. So when they was talking about giving him his name, they say, we got to give you a name like that represents somebody like Bentley or Farnsworth. You know what I'm saying? And then I think it was Tony De Niro who said, We're just gonna call you Farnsworth Bentley. Yo, that's gonna be your name, Farnsworth Bentley. And then Mark Curry agreed to that shit, that would be his name. So I looked at this nigga right there. I looked at this nigga like, you about to let these niggas give you a name, man, like Farnsworth Bentley? And he had the little stupid look on his face to me. I say, why they do that at? You gonna let them niggas just change your whole name and give you a whole, and he didn't care. He was game for it and he was willing. Puff had nothing. What I'm saying, Puff had nothing to do with giving him that name. I'll stamp that on anything and everything. He had nothing. That was Tony De Niro and Mark Curry. Evidently, you ain't working today, Miss Deacon's daughter, because I'm online and I'm doing a show and you ain't there.
All right, I'm about to get on here.
Yeah, don't tell everybody you about to get on there now. Get off my phone. And they supposed to be moderators. They supposed to be moderators and stuff. All I know, I'm just glad for one thing. Miss Georgia Brown. Miss Georgia Brown. Miss Georgia Brown is member, y'all. Hey, Miss Georgia. Miss Georgia Brown. Miss Georgia Brown is member, y'all. Hey, Miss Georgia. Miss Georgia. Miss Georgia Brown is member, y'all. Go, go, Miss Georgia. Her name Georgia. Georgia Brown is a member, y'all. Miss Georgia Brown. Thank you for your membership to the Gene Deal Show. Oh, Chevron TV. Happy Sunday to you too. Got a moderator called the law student, Callie. What up with you, girl? Yes, y'all. Yeah, man. Listen here, man. Whew. I feel just a sigh of relief. And you know, you can have a sigh of relief and a sigh of sadness at the same time. And I'm gonna just talk about something else right now. So now, I was gonna talk about that, but that's a glad show. Gene Late After Dark. When I'm drinking and smoking a cigar, I gotta tell that show, tell that story. But anyway, that's how this Tony De Niro gave him and Mark Curry gave Farnsworth Bentley. But then this dude Cash came on Tasha K, who has a great following and she got a lot of people. And it's real minute other than the fact he said something. I only talk about stuff that I know about. You didn't know about that, brother, because you was dead wrong about that one. You was dead wrong about that. But I'm right about Carolyn Cruz. Carolyn Cruz. Carolyn is a member, y'all. Hey, Carolyn Cruz. Carolyn Cruz. Carolyn is a member, y'all. Go, go now, Carolyn Cruz. Carolyn Cruz. Carolyn is a member, y'all. Carolyn Cruz, thank you for your membership to the Gene Deal Show. Oh, my God. Elijah Foreman. Just saw your clip on the Art of Dialogue about the situation in YouTube. Don't let the trolls get to you. The real supporters know what's up. Yes, yeah. It's not the fact that they got to me, but it's a fact that as a grown man, you understand, other men or whatever they are, women, man, cat, dog, bull, dagger, faggot, whatever you want to be, you understand, you shouldn't be talking, screaming, and calling, people out their names and stuff like, out their names, saying shit, and then think that those people don't have a right to say something or defend themselves once you get in a situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of dude that I don't fuck with nobody. I'm to myself. I'll help whoever needs help. You understand? It depends on what it is, but I'll help whoever needs help. I'm that type of dude. You're not going to say whatever you want to say to me. So, Elijah, that's all that was about, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Checking dude on what he did. And then You know what I'm saying? All these dudes play gangsters until it's time to be a gangster. They play gangster till it's time to be a gangster. And we're going to go through this before this. The critic. The critic. The critic is a member, y'all. Hey, hey, the critic. Yeah, the critic. The critic is a member, y'all. He called, she called them the critic. The critic is a member, y'all. Go, go, the critic. The critic. The critic is a member to the Gene Deal Show. Thank you, critic. We got Monique Mitchell. She said, ooh, she give me a super chat and she said she love her some me. Monique said she love her some me. And she stamped it with some cash. Thank you, Monique Mitchell. I appreciate that. So now, you know what I'm saying? The only reason I'm dressing is because I spoke on that before. And then, you know, I know because I was there. Bentley knows because he was there. Tony De Niro was there. And Mark Curry was there. Do you understand what I'm saying? So me knowing what happened, I was right there and I said something. I was like, you nigga, you gonna let these niggas change your name? Where they do that at? You understand? But he was all for it. Puff wasn't even there. Puff was upstairs somewhere. We was sitting in front of the 74th. He had a townhouse, a apartment tenant, a tenant building right there on 74th and Park Avenue. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's how that went. And it actually spoke against what I had said and what I know to be true. You know what I'm saying? What I said and what I know to be true regarding that issue with how Farnsworth Bentley got his name, Farnsworth Bentley, and how Tony De Niro and them told him how he should be acting and dealing with Puff. Well, he had it in him. You understand? He said that he was like that with one person. It was somebody in Atlanta he was working with before that he was over the top with them like that. But you know, with Puff, he took it to the third power. You know what I'm saying? To the third power with Puff. Another thing that I want to address is this, because I'm gonna open. This is Sunday. I'm gonna open up that 201-969-6168 number for when I tell y'all for questions, and I'm gonna give you the answer, stuff like that. You know, since the YouTubers want me to answer questions and shit like that. You open up the line. You're respectable. You say your name and where you from, and I'll answer your question. You know what I'm saying? Usually I charge like $5,000 every half hour. Okay. Today's prices is not like yesterday's prices. But I want to address this too. I told y'all a long time ago, and y'all knew that from the parties, and this way before Puff was giving the parties like that. Donald Trump and Puff were friends. I think in 2002, it could have been 2002, 2003. Him, Wendy Williams, Al Sharpton. They met up at the Four Seasons, not even at Donald's own hotel. They met at the Four Seasons. And they had to sit down and they had to talk and everything like that. I couldn't tell you jack diddly squat what that conversation was about. You understand? But I know it was Al Sharpton, Wendy Williams, and Diddy. And the reason I know there had to be something political is because he had individuals that dealt with radio that our Black community listened to. All community, but our Black community. He had the head of radio. He had the head of the music scene at that time, which was Puff in New York. And Al Sharpton, you know, he ran all his political shit. NYC Bugatti. What's going on, bro? He was, Al Sharpton was head of not just protesting and everything, but the religion and the politics shit here in New York City. So it was probably him telling them that in the next 10, 15 years, he's going to run for president, he's going to win, or something like that. He always wanted them to back him or whatever like that. But because we get confused and we be with the political party, Gotti, I'm doing a show right now. I'm doing a show right now, though, bro.
Oh shit, my bad.
All right.
My bad.
Yes, sir. All right. All right. So now, check your messages now. You know what I'm saying? So now, what else? I knew it was something like that, and then all of a sudden, when he become president, all those people but Wendy Williams flips on him when he started running for president because they're going for the Democratic Party. They are doing their shit for the Democratic Party. I think you just doing that to get at me, Stephanie. I think you just that ain't your real name. She gonna talk about Stephanie Acronay. Stephanie Acronay. Stephanie is a member, y'all. Hey, Stephanie Acronay. Stephanie Acronay. Stephanie is a member, y'all. Hey, now Stephanie. Go Stephanie. I said Stephanie is a member now. Hey, now Stephanie Acronay. Stephanie Acronay. Stephanie is a member to the Gene Deal Show. I think I said your name, Acronay. She said she a member. Yo, my man. Yo, they be meeting up on the Gene Deal Show. T Squeeze, you say I'm killing it? Well, Trump has a pardon czar, a black lady who was actually in prison, that he felt like she was in prison for those many years and she was wrong. And she went and got her education, did what she had to do. And now she is the prison czar, the pardon czar for the president. And she is the one who brings the pardons to Trump. And then he reads over, he have his people read over and see if it's a good idea to give him a pardon. Like everybody's talking about how he pardoned Larry Hoover, but Larry Hoover still can't get out of jail because when those guys used to do their Fed time, they have to go do their state time, and their state gave him 200 years. Now the governor of Chicago has to pardon him from that 200-year sentence. I get a nigga 200 years. That's crazy. I don't think people are going to speak on that. I think Larry Hoover is like 73 years old. So he'll be 273 after he get out of state. Because sometimes they don't even run that state census concurrent with the feds. So now, somebody just turned Dana aka Gemini, you never sang the membership song to me. I never seen your membership, Dana. You stank with me on my channel. So so Trump won't be able to pardon Diddy immediately? No, he won't be able to pardon Diddy immediately. Not at all. He has to go when when it comes around every year, they get a list of the pardons for that year. So he would at least have to probably do a year or two before he'd be considered to get a pardon. Exactly. Alicia, I was being facetious. Alicia talking about, who lives for 200 years? I was being facetious, Alicia. For real? My God. Nobody lives for 200 years. Yeah, he could. And it's just like some of the accusations that these people have made, excuse me, that they have made against Diddy is that he can go back and they could bring up state charges. Like in the state of New York, if you rape somebody, it holds the weight of murder, like a murder charge, that there are no limitations, statute of limitations. Is out of 33 states, I think 13 out of 52 states, 13 states have no statute of limitation on rape. 33 states have anywhere from 3 years to 30 years where you could come up and say somebody raped you. Did y'all hear that? Did that make sense? Oh, you helped kill Big? That's what Smooth say? That's what you believe, Smooth? Oh, okay, Smooth. You need to get out of here then. You don't want to be on a channel with nobody who helped kill Big, because I wouldn't be. So let's get you out of here, Smooth. Let me help you out. Moderator, get Smooth out of here. He don't want to be on the Gene Deal show because he want to say stupid shit. So put Smooth somewhere so he don't have to be on here. Yeah, he could be hit with state charges because people are saying that he raped them in certain those states. Is not the like some certain states like New York. If it happened in New York and they filed in New York and they say he did it in New York, there's no statute of limitation. So why you questioning me? You under a different name. She said she was under a different name. Now, you just messing with me. Listen, Donald Trump is not going to. Donald Trump is petty. You know, so unless that lady really come to him and say, "Yo, Diddy was really done unfairly," and people are trying to say that he's been done unfairly because they hit him with the RICO law. Now, I heard Samuel Bull try to make y'all believe that the RICO law was made for the mafia, the Italian mafia. Anybody know any difference? The first person that tells me they know different, since I have an overflow of my second book. If you have my first book, you can answer this question. If you don't have my first book, mind your business. My books are oh where is Big Gene books? Oh where can they be? Oh where are Big Gene books? Oh where could they be? I'm finna learn how to play the ukulele. I'm dead to run. I'm gonna learn how to play the ukulele. I always wanted to play the ukulele. Huh? So I'm gonna learn how to play it. This is My World of Bodyguard, the hip hop star, written and directed by yours truly, him some me, and Life After Death when Bodyguard and the hip hop star. Now, I'm asking this question before I open up the line. You know what I mean? I'm asking this question before I open up the line. Yo, Luck, did y'all get that smooth character out of here with that bullshit? If he felt that way, why he on my show? Dan said in the UK there's no limit. Elisa Jones said she was referring to the state. I was referring to the state giving out time like that. They want time on time for a black man. That could be true, sweetheart. So now, if y'all could tell me who they made the RICO law for and why was it made, and what was the prosecutor that made the RICO law, who brought it, then I'll give you the second book. But you gotta have the second book, the first book, because I'm gonna ask you a question. If my moderators tell me you won, you're gonna have to tell me something that's in the second book, the first book. So I'm listening. The mob, the mafia. Wrong. For gangs, Mayor Jilly. Oh, Sydney Christiani. Okay, Mary Gianni, right? That's cool, right? G. Robert Blakely. No. Gangs. Italian Mafia back in. No, not. Somebody say whack 100. Ding, 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 ding. No, the man's law was done for Jack Johnson, Mr. Hayes. The man law. Not the RICO, not for Capone. Hold on. Now people's looking up in the dictionary and shit like that. Okay. That ain't why though. Mafia Rudy Giuliani, yep. John Gotti. Mike Francesi. Michael Francesi. Francesi, nope. They always say the police. Oh, somebody was close. Somebody was close. I ain't gonna say it because they was real close. But you got to give me a little bit more than that. Somebody said Grady, first offenders. Sammy the Bull. What's up, Pete? No, what he sent me was the information. I gotta call him back because I couldn't even transfer that because there's a bunch of codes on the YouTube and shit like that. So when I get, I'm gonna send it to you. All right, I'm doing a show right now. Yeah, yeah. All right, I'm gonna do everything as soon as I get off here. All right. Yeah. Somebody say the KKA, CIA. None of y'all are right. None of y'all are right. Somebody came real close. Somebody came real close. But close only counts in horseshoes. Close only counts is when you're playing horseshoes. Pitching horseshoes and pitching pennies or quarters. Is it comment? Nope. No. One time I did, Reggie. I saw him one time. The back, the side, that was it. Trump. RICO was made for Al. No, it wasn't made for Al Capone. Somebody's looking at stuff like that. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. There I go right there. Was used against Nicky Barnes and created by Congress in 1970. What you call tried to say that they did the RICO law and they did it for mafia and what you call crimes for Italian mafia. What happened was they could not catch Nicky Barnes on anything. He was not tied to anything. So what the president did was told Rudy Giuliani they have to use something and they have to come up with a law that even though the individual don't touch the drugs, be around the drugs, he is running a criminal enterprise or whatever like that. We got to develop a law because of people like Nicky Barnes. The Italian mafia was getting away with the shit for a long time, but they developed that law in the 70s because of Nicky Barnes. Thank you, Mr. Knowledge is Power. Now, Mr. Knowledge of Power, you're going to have to answer one question that was in my book. Who was the lady that shot her husband? And what did he do? Knowledge is power. I'm waiting on that. Sorry. Knowledge is power. So my moderators, as soon as knowledge is power, say they answer, either text me, call me, or whatever. Somebody say, yo, if you send a cash out, please send it to Big Gene 10. If you want a book, send it to Big Gene 52. Please. And thank you for the cash out. Let me see who sent the cash out. Somebody just told me they sent the cash out. But don't say their name because their husband gonna kill them. You sending our money to that nigga? What? For real? Samuel Ramsey said he got 5 on Unique. I got 5 on Unique too. If I'm taking a dive. So what did he say? While we waiting for knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. I asked you, you said that I say, who's the woman who shot somebody in my book? And what did that individual do? If you got the first book. You answered the question. This question was only for the people who had the first book. I was giving away the second one. Robert Johnson, thank you. I love my show too. Appreciate you. It wasn't made for John Gotti. They did it for Nicky Barnes, actually. And later on, they started using it for other mafia and all that stuff like that. But it was basically made for Nicky Barnes and his criminal activity. Phoenix Indigo. So I was looking it up too. Miss Science, thanks you for the love offering. Appreciate you. I got 5 on it. Brian Brownie. A lot of people will come. It's gonna come out and it's gonna come to be true. You know, y'all know the individuals that sit up and they try to say my story and tell my story and make it seem like this is what they came up with. They look real stupid out there, but they could continue to look stupid. Right now, I'm finna open up this line 201-969-6168. You can call in, ask your question, and I'm going to take the first 10 questions. I appreciate your time. So let's get at it. Jonathan Rules, thank you for the cash out. Appreciate you, Jonathan. The J Rules Theory, holler at me. Somebody post that number. No one wants to talk. If no one wants to talk, if no one has a question, then Hakeem Glass. Hakeem said, should I go on this? Yeah, Mr. Untouchable. No, that wasn't the person who got shot. Anitra, one of my new moderators, Honey Butter. What up, Honey Butter? 201 Christiel 969-6168. Deacon daughter ain't even in here. Max Signs. Thank you for the cash. I appreciate you, Max Signs. I don't know why I didn't go through. Why I don't hear it.
Gene Diddy.
This is Gene Diddy. Who's speaking?
Oh, this is Brian Brown.
Brian Brown, how you doing, Mr. Brown?
Man, doing good.
Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Las Vegas.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Brown. Ask your question.
I want to know, what did he do when he saw you?
He didn't see me. I don't think he saw me. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you sit in that courtroom, you're either in the second courtroom. If you make it to the first courtroom, he don't turn around and look all the way and back and forth and see who's there or nothing like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But I'm listen, I swear to you, I'm going to get there. I got a surprise for his ass because I spoke to a couple of people. I'm going to get there early on that sentencing part of it. Early. I'm going to be out there. I'm going to be camping out the day before, the whole night.
Yeah, because I've been hearing he been showing up love hearts.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he threw one your way.
Wow, that's how we doing it? That's how we doing it?
Joking, man.
Yeah, okay. I got my man Bill out there. What part of Vegas you at?
North Las Vegas.
Huh? Yeah, I'm at my man holler at you. See you later, Mr. Brown.
All right, no problem.
Luck, what's going on?
Yeah, I figure if nobody's calling up, I started up.
Somebody already called up. Well, go ahead.
Oh, somebody called up. All right, yeah. No, just, support the channel, buy a book, and, it's all up. That's all I got to say.
Salute, Luck. Appreciate you.
All right.
All right. All right, let me go to this right here. Oh, here we go. Let me get this one right here. Yes, Miss Dana, a.k.a. Gemini. Hello?
Hello?
You want to state your name and the reason why you're calling?
My name is Dana, and I'm calling because I have a question for Gene.
All right, this is Gene Deal. State your question.
Okay, so Gene, I read that that Frank Lucas turned into an informant, and I want to know why is it that his Puffy's dad or Diddy's dad was killed as an informant when Frank Lucas was an informant himself?
Well, see, you got to realize is that Frank Lucas turned informant against police officers.
Oh.
You understand? He turned informant against police officers that were working for him. Diddy's father was killed because he tried to rat out the people that he was working for.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay, so also it said that he was mistaken as an informant.
No, it wasn't
true.
That's not true. It wasn't no mistaken shit. That's somebody that's trying to sell a story and say some other shit. New York Freddie. I was brought to him by Omar. Omar was one of his lieutenants. And you see Omar ran 114th Street, between 7th and 8th. Omar was one of our OGs whenever we gave block parties, boat rides, and everything like that, and we were short money or we need extra money, Omar would give us money towards that. He loved the way I cooked. He loved the way, we used to give block parties, give parties, stuff like that. He used to always come get a plate. You understand what I'm saying? So then he used to look out for us. So now Omar, when New York Freddie came home, Omar brought me to him because I was still dealing with Puff, and this was about 2003, 2004, something like that. And so then he said, I tried to talk to Puff. I called Russell Simmons. Russell Simmons wouldn't even answer my phone call or he wouldn't get back in touch with me. And this motherfucker used to go get my cleaners for me because he the one started that record label shit, and Russell Simmons took it to another level. He had his first record label, that was New York Freddie. He said, I had a glass table with $1 million, like covered in it. He had $100 bills, stacks of $100 bills and $10,000 all in this glass table where if you break the table, you could take a stacks of 10,000 out. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Right. He said that was in my office. He said Russell Simmons used to go get my laundry for me from the cleaners.
Wow.
You understand? He said Diddy's father got caught, and he may have been set up by one of the people on the team and whatever, because Diddy's father really was a ladies' man. You know what I'm saying? This was New York Freddie was telling me. He was really a lady more. He was more like not a pimp, but a player. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. He had a lot of ladies and everything like that. He said that he was trying to get into the dope game, the drug game and stuff like that. He got caught by one of their cops that was working for them. He gave him $10,000, the cop. The cop brought them the written statement that Diddy father made and the recording. Mm. He told the guy who brought Diddy father in, you got to get rid of him. This is coming from New York Freddie's mouth to me.
Right, from somebody that was like,
that he was the boss out there. He was the boss. You understand? He told the guy he had to get rid of him, and he said, you know what? The guy who was carrying the casting, crying the hardest, is the one who killed him. Mm. Now that's some gangster shit.
Do you think this alias Frank Black and Frank White, do you think that Diddy is trying to be the new millennial Frank Lucas?
No, not at all. Not at all. And that's two questions. You only get one Miss Dana.
I thought I saw that one.
No. What happened was that Big used to use Frank White. You remember that thing called New York? What was it? And the dude, what's one of my favorite actors too? The white boy. He played Frank White, the gangster in there. What's the name of that movie?
Is it Ray Liotta? Is it Ray Liotta?
No.
No.
What's the name? Yeah, the chat gonna know. What's the name of that guy who played Frank White in that movie? Kings of New York. Chevron TV. Skrilla. Kings of New York. Yeah.
Oh, that ugly.
King of New York. Christopher Walken. Philly Raptor. Walken. King of New York. Yeah. He played it. That was his name, Frank White. Big used to say his name was Frank White and everything like that. I don't know where Puff got the Frank Black shit from, but Big used to say he was Frank White, and Puff used to say back in the day when I was working for him, he was Barry Gordy. All right. Now get off my line so I can answer somebody else's questions.
I got it.
All right. And let me just say this: D1 Day is a member, y'all. Go D1 Day. D1 Day is member, y'all. I say it was D1 Day. D1 Day. Thank you for your membership to the Gene Deal Show. Okay, now who we got right here? I'm just going to answer 10 of these. So let me get this one first. This is 504. You going to be on the line? I'm calling you now. Hello. State your name and where you calling from.
What you said, Gene? This is Maria. I'm from New Orleans. I was calling because once before I saw Professor Griff at an event at a book signing.
Right.
He was talking about Bambula and how he was doing them children. And I know he got sentenced not too long ago, but nobody's talking about it.
Who? Africa Bambaataa? Or who?
Yeah, Africa Bambaataa.
Wow. So Hassan Cameron got he got his vengeance, or he got his what you call it when you get your when somebody go to jail or somebody
he got his get back.
He got oh yeah. His get back, I guess. Wow.
Yeah, Professor. I talked to Professor Griff for about a good hour.
You sure Africa Bambaataa got sentenced and went to jail for that?
I'm not sure.
So why you come on my show saying something you ain't sure?
No, but I'm telling you, I got the book.
What the book? Okay, you got the book, but what they got to do with Africa Bambaataa? And we saying all this stuff that you say he was sentenced and he went to jail for doing those kids.
No, I saw a clip that he got
he got get that right information, then you come back. Don't come here with no half-ass.
Oh, don't be so mean.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry. Well, I gotta be mean. I gotta be mean to people from New Orleans now.
That's why we ain't cooking for you. That's why I can cook better than you.
Good. I'm glad I ain't getting no New Orleans cooking.
Yes, I can. I could throw down. I could throw down for a whole block.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll talk to you later when you're a whole block. Bye.
Bye, Gene.
Bye, Mama. Okay, now we got that one out the way. Okay, here we go. I gotta get this DC. Is that the DC? These people was way before that one right there. Okay, I got that one out the way. I got Minnesota. Calling 218 number right now. I'm gonna do 3 rings and I'm hanging up.
What up, Gene?
Hey, who's this?
Hello?
3 rings and I'm hanging up.
Hello?
Yeah. Turn down your phone and stuff like that.
Hey, who's this?
This is Sarah.
Sarah, why we got the late call in? What, you taping this or something?
No, I just got starstruck.
Sorry, what you got to ask, Sarah?
Do you believe the Kim Porter book was real?
No.
Okay.
Some of the stuff was real. Some of the stuff was true. They threw me off when they said about me and Kim's relationship. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, I knew if she felt a certain way, she may have felt it. But when me and Kim used to be kind of upset with Diddy because I could say whatever I want to say, do whatever I wanted to do, and Diddy would never even question it or say anything to me. Just like when I chastised her kids when they was playing with me and hit me in the back of the head.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, she would wonder why Diddy, you know, wouldn't say nothing or do nothing to me like that, you know, or fire me or whatever when I talk to her crazy or talk to the kids like that. And I wasn't talking crazy. You just said you got to respect adults. You close your mouth when adults is talking. You don't sit around there and play and do the stuff that you do, especially hitting security in the back of their head and playing like that, like it's a joke. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, she used to be upset with me like that. But, you know, teach your kids manners and, you know, you wouldn't have no problem with me. So when they were saying that what Kim was, you know, thought of me or whatever like that, nah, I don't think we had that type of relationship.
Right. Much respect.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Bye. Take care. Bye. All right. We got that guy. I got that 615 Tennessee. I gotta get that Tennessee number out of here. Come on, let's make this fun. Jason, what's going on with you? Please hit the like button. Oh, please hit the like button, big man up there, man.
Hello.
Hey, this is Gene Deal. Who's this from 615?
This is Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl.
I'm wondering, now that I know it's not happening yet, but now that Rock Nation and one of its CEO is got a major lawsuit filed against her and the corporation, did you have much knowledge of Jay-Z or interactions when you were with Diddy?
I've seen Jay and Diddy a couple of times, and every time I used to see them, and they used to always ask about each other's skinny white girl. How your skinny white girl doing? How your skinny white girl doing? But I didn't really see them. Only time I saw them was when they were at sporting events or a couple of parties here and there.
Okay.
All right.
Just wanted to know.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right. That's the lawyer trying to see what I know. He's calling 332 number. Did I already call this number? I think I already called this number. Did I already call this number? Hello? Hello? I can't hardly hear you. This is Big Gene.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, this is Big Gene.
Hey, Gene.
Did I already speak to you?
Yes, yeah. This is Noah from the Bronx.
I already spoke to you then.
No, I never spoke to you. I'm just speaking to you now.
All right, go ahead, Noah from the Bronx.
Yeah, I'm calling. I wanted to ask, what's going on with what do you think the outcome would be with the Puffy trial?
Well, I think the prosecution already basically proved one or two charges that they needed. You know, the solicitation of prostitution, you know, paying prostitution with company funds and stuff like that. And some other things they're going to have to do. All right, so.
Oh, I see. I specifically was thinking about that. Thank you, Gene.
All right.
I love your show.
All right, thank you. Appreciate you.
You got it.
All right. Oh, they calling in. Hold on, this is a line. Hello?
Hello.
This is Gene Deal calling.
Is this Maxine from New Orleans?
This ain't no damn Maxine from no New Orleans. Stop playing on my phone.
I have a question.
Well, you have a question. Don't say you from New Orleans, because I ain't liking New Orleans right now.
I know, but you can't discriminate.
Yes, I can.
Please don't. Well, my question is, where is that little girl named Ava that Diddy had adopted? And we hadn't seen her since.
I don't even know. But you know, people just say stuff. You know,
I'm just
they
curious.
say stuff. I don't know. I couldn't even tell you, Mama. But people just say stuff. You don't know. You know.
Okay.
We don't know.
I'm just curious if people say she's
Let's put an APB out for Ava.
I heard that. Well, my next question is,
you only get one. You only get one.
That wasn't no question. That was just a statement.
No, that was a question. You said, where is, which it has a question mark. Where is Ava? That's a question mark behind that. Okay. You don't put a period. You don't put an explanation point.
Well, I'll just call back during the next call and I'll ask the next question.
Okay.
All right.
All right, thank you later.
I love you, man.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, let me do it. That was that one. I got the 314 Ladue. Did I do the 314 Ladue? I did that one. The 215 Pennsylvania. I did the 218. Do I do the 917? I got that one, New York. 917. I did the 403. I did the Tennessee. Let's talk about Albany, Georgia. Albany, Georgia. 229. You got 3 call. I'm gonna let it ring 3 times. That's 1. 229 is coming at you. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, this is Gene Deal from the Gene Deal Show.
Hi, Gene.
Hey.
Hello? Oh, no, I'm not from Albany. I'm from San Antonio. Can you hear me?
Yeah, but the number said from Albany, Georgia.
Yeah, that's what the number said, but I'm from San Antonio, Texas. I kept my number.
Okay. Hey, we on here by ourselves, so go ahead and say what you got to say.
Yeah, that's what my number said, but I'm from San Antonio, Texas.
Okay, San Antonio, Texas.
Okay.
What is your question?
Yes, I wanted to ask, I had watched Piers Morgan Uncensored, and so I had watched where Suge was saying something about Ray J and Puffy.
Okay.
And so now it's like Ray J is like saying a lot of things about Suge. So I was trying to see, was that really true? Do you know about that?
I don't know about Suge and Ray J relationship. I know that they did have a relationship. They know each other. You know what I'm saying? What they have to say about each other, that's those 2 men. I can't speak on them, neither one of them. You understand? I had bodyguard Ray J before, but like I said, I can't speak on neither one of them because I don't know anything about them that I could speak on about them. All right?
Oh, okay, okay. Because I was just wondering, because Ray J had started saying things. So. Okay.
All right. Take care.
Okay, you too.
All right. Okay. Got the 229. Hold on. Hold on, where is that? 229. I was gonna need a secretary for this. Ooh, Lord have mercy. I did it. Did I do the Cambridge, Massachusetts, Minnesota? I did that. Oh, here we go. Here, watch this one, y'all. Watch this, y'all. Man, I got you on speakerphone. I'm doing a show right now. Okay. All right, later. Let's go to Ohio. Is this Ohio? Hello?
Hello.
Hello, this is Gene Deal from the Gene Deal Show.
Hi, Mr. Deal. How are you?
I'm fine. How can I help you?
So my question is, what will we hear, if anything, about the children that were trafficked for the Diddy parties?
Well, unless they bring somebody who was actually at the parties and they saw that, and that would be a part of their testimony, that ain't what they're charging him with. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing that the prosecution is going to say is what they're charging him with. And what happens is that if somebody brings something up like that and it's not a part of what the charge he's being charged with, they're going to object to that and it's going to stop. Like a lot of things that were going on that when we were in court that you guys didn't hear, but we heard part of the stuff because they objected to those things. Like one lady said that Jimmy Iovine threatened her, you know what I'm saying, threatened to kill her actually, or have something done to her. And she didn't leave Diddy alone. they objected to that and they struck that from the record. You understand? But the lady was actually given $1 million, and they gave it to her in a sense where it wasn't a settlement. It was like she was paid $1 million, and they taxed that shit when she only got $500,000. They didn't even let that come out in court, but we heard that by being in court. You understand what I'm saying?
I do, sir.
All right, so you know, it's a lot of stuff that we are able, by being down there, that you hear that won't be in the papers and the documents because they either strike it from they object to it and strike it from the record. Okay?
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
There's people in controlling what gets released even during this testimony.
Yes, ma'am. All right.
Thanks, Gene. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you. That was pretty good. Let's go to Harrison, New York. 914. The 914 number. Can you please pick?
Hello?
Yeah, this is Gene Deal from the Gene Deal Show.
Hey, Big Gene, it's that girl, Henny.
Oh, what up with my Henny? I don't drink Henny, but I would do some Henny. No. No, I'm just jokes, Henny. I was just joking, though.
No, you're good. You're good.
Thank you, Mama. Yeah.
So I have a question for you because I watched everything. Well, not everything, but I watched the majority of your stuff over the years. So I wanted to ask.
So, Henny, are you subscribed?
I'm a member.
Ooh, Lord have mercy. Now, go ahead, Henny. I'm just saying.
So when Miss Wallace, before she passed away, I know that all of this stuff was out with what was going on with Diddy. Mm-hmm. And I know that for her, this is probably some form of justice. Mm-hmm. But do you think that for her, for Wolf's mom, and for you, seeing all of this that's going on now with him is like there's like a justification for all of y'all?
Well, Diddy knows what he has done over the years to people. And a lot of you guys, whether you believe it or not, or understand why I'm doing what I'm doing, is that the people aren't here anymore. You understand? Right. Miss Jones, Wolf's mother, Big's mother, who gave me her blessing and told me to keep going. Everybody heard that who listened to my show and Paperwork show. She said, keep doing what you're doing. I'll watch you. Had I been saying something or did something wrong, Miss Wallace knew how to get in touch with me and know what to say. You know how to get in touch with me. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And she would have told me, and I would have respected her and did it. But not one time has she did it. You know what I'm saying? So this is a form, even if for some reason the prosecution messed it up and he don't go to jail, this is still some kind of vindication that everybody see all his dirt out here. You understand?
Right.
And people see what they dealing with. What part of it that I wanted the people to know is really that he had a hold on these people who work for them. So when they go back to him, that's because they cannot find work. They can't they can't do anything that and have any kind of form of livelihood like they used to, because I've seen them do that to people. Kirk Burroughs.
Right.
He did it to Kirk Burroughs for years. I've seen people that he said he loved and liked. Tracy Waples. She was asking somebody for $400 or $300 some $1,000. I think L.A. Reid was somebody he was supposed to go work with, LaFace or L.A. Reid, somebody. He said, yo, and this is girl he's supposed to love and respect. He said, man, you can get that bitch cheaper than that. Give her $250. I was like, he was doing snake shit like that. Wendy Williams could not work in New York.
Right. I remember that.
I was there when he told them people, if I get back to New York and she's working at that radio station, nobody that I know is ever going to do business with y'all. That's what kind of power this man had. So when people go back to them, who want to be in the business and they whole life spun around the music business, he had a hold on all parts of the music business, so those people could not get decent jobs and work for him.
Right.
I think that's what people miss out on, and what they're missing when they're hearing things about this case is that they were trapped. They were trapped. They had no choice but to go back. They were blackballed, blacklisted. So it's a lot. It's a long list of people, and I totally agree with you that now the veil has been lifted, and everybody is getting to see what was tucked away. It's not rumors anymore when you have people sitting on a stand, and that's what they don't get. We're in that courtroom. We see these people as they get up on this stand and they tell their stories. We're hearing it. Right. We're watching him react to it as well. So it's I think everybody is that's been victimized by him in any type of way. I think everybody is looking to life after Diddy.
Boom.
So,
and that's a statement from my girl Henny. Thank you, Mama. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Big Gene. All right.
All right, later. Oh, Candy Ortiz. Candy Ortiz. Candy Ortiz is a member, y'all. I say Candy Ortiz. Candy Ortiz. Candy is a member, y'all. I say now Candy. Candy Ortiz. I say Candy is a member, y'all. Oh, now Candy. I say Candy Ortiz. Candy is a member, y'all. Yo, listen here, man. Listen, don't come on my line playing, because if you come on my line playing, you ain't gonna get no time, and I'm gonna give you a number to everybody on here so they could call you. Hey, my man, what's going on with you? This is Big Gene on the Gene Deal Show. One of my favorite moderators. What do you got to say, Drain Master?
What's up, big dog?
What's up with you?
Hey, listen, I like what you're doing right here, but I'm still a little bit confused.
Go ahead.
So let me explain myself. So the one caller that came on, and she was talking about the sex trafficking with the kids in the tunnels, right? So when this whole thing popped with Puff, right? That's all they were talking about. They were talking about all the different celebrities that were involved and this, that, and the other.
Drain Master. Can I stop you right there?
Yeah.
The prosecution wasn't talking about that. You talking about they. That's social media and the public. That ain't what the prosecution was talking about. Go ahead.
Now, the other thing that piques my interest is you got the young lady out there named Ali Carter. She been talking about this stuff just as long as you, with all these signed affidavits and this, that, and the other. And I'm thinking, why isn't this girl being called to the court? Right? That's the one look that I'm looking at. The other thing I'm looking at is, and if I don't want to sound ignorant, but to me, it looks like everything that they doing to this guy is like a statute of limitations. Like, all right, you got domestic violence in the relationship. We saw what he did. We saw how he's treated people and everything else. He has a horrible character, the whole nine. But I'm sitting here like, I'm confused, because it's like, I understand they have to build a RICO case. Everything I'm looking at is like, what is going on? It's confusing, man. It really is.
All right. Well, let me just say this to you, brother. Right. This is what's happening. They have to build an atmosphere, because in any RICO or racketeering, you have to show violence. You have to show drugs. You have to show criminal enterprising. So what they doing is that they don't give a shit about whether they trying to get every dime Diddy has owned or been a part of. So what they did was they painted the atmosphere of the violence. They painted the atmosphere of the drugs. They painted the atmosphere of the criminal enterprise, whereas that people are he is using people in his employment under Bad Boy Entertainment and Combs Global to do his criminal activity. You understand?
Right.
And that doesn't have the statute of limitation on it. You understand what I'm saying? They are painting the picture by showing the violence and the criminal enterprise by him using his former employees, you know what I'm saying, to hold drugs, buy drugs, give drugs. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And paying for it with Bad Boy Entertainment, and Combs Global. Go ahead.
All right, now that part does make sense to me. There's a guy named Phil. What's his name? Phil 215 Knox. I ain't even gonna say it on the phone, bro. He's very disrespectful. At the end of the day, bro, keep doing what you're doing. You know I got your back. Love, respect, and I'm gonna fall back.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Mama go to you sooner, mama go to you sooner, mama go to you sooner is a member, y'all. Mama go to you sooner, mama go to you sooner, mama go to you sooner is a member, y'all. Mama go to you sooner, mama go to you sooner, mama go to you sooner is a member. Mama go to yes so new is a member to the damn Gene Deal show. You could have kept your membership. That long ass no. Oh my God. Let me see what I got on. I'm trying to do this in the line. Got one from, is that Cambridge? Did I do that one? Cambridge 763. We calling you 763 Cambridge.
Mr. Gene Deal.
Yeah, who's this?
Yes, this is Mom's Got Eyes on You.
That's what it was. That wasn't Mom Got Eyes on You?
Yes, sir.
Hold on. Who's it? Mom's got, oh shit. I said your whole shit wrong. Mama got eyes on you. Mama got eyes on you. Mama got eyes on you is a member, y'all. Mama got eyes on you. Mama got eyes on you. Mama got goddamn eyes on you, boy.
Love y'all.
Yeah,
so I have a question.
Go ahead, Mama got eyes on you.
Do you think there's anybody in the witness protection program?
Do I think anybody in witness protection program?
Yes, sir. And if so, who do you think might be there?
I couldn't even tell you. I don't know anybody that would have, and I couldn't give that information up, because if anybody in the witness protection program, that means it's a federal law. If you say anybody is in the witness program, and if you know that, you cannot divulge that information.
Right, I understand that, but do you have an idea, maybe feel anything about somebody or anybody being there?
I don't have any feelings like that. And like I said, that if I knew that, I wouldn't tell that information up, because just like you cannot tell the identity of agent, you cannot divulge those kind of information. And because I have what you call peace officer status, I would be jeopardizing that if I divulge any kind of information like that.
I respect that. I respect you, your honesty, and everything that you're doing for everybody.
Thank you.
So thank you so much. You be blessed, sir.
You too, Mama got eyes on me.
All right. I got him on my case.
Yeah, okay, Mama got eyes on you. All right, thank you. All right,
bye-bye.
All right, we're going to Tampa, Florida. No, Toledo, Ohio. Is it Tampa or Toledo? Okay, it's Tampa, Florida first. Hello?
Hey, this is Tammy. Leave a message. I'll call you back.
Bye, Tammy. Hold on. Bye, Tammy. It was the Gene Deal show. Get off of my lawn. Here we go right here. Hello? Gene Deal show.
Now, this is my question.
Who are you?
I'm here, Max, in the 18th bill.
Hi, Max.
Hi, Gene. How are you?
I'm fine, Max.
It's okay. But anyway, the question is,
go ahead.
Okay, these 10 people I'm getting ready to name, these 10 close associates connected with Diddy, which one of these individuals, well, give me your top 10 individuals that will likely serve as the most credible and compelling witness that you think they're going to call up to testify against Diddy? As far as Stevie J, Kevin Hart, Trey Songz, LeBron, J-Lo, Justin Bieber, Tasha, Farnsworth, T.D. Jakes, Lauren Ann Gibson, Laura Lee Simmons, since they can't find Russell, French Montana, or Rick Ross. No, also Lori Harvey. She was there too.
Well, it depends on what you. It depends on what you're talking about. I think prosecution don't even have them on the thing. I think that a person like Kirk Burrows will bury him.
Really? Okay.
I think Kirk Burrows was buried because he did. Yeah, no, not at all.
None of them, and they were close on.
Yeah,
they knew a lot. They were probably involved. Kevin Hart.
Yeah. Well,
they were right there.
Listen to me. I'm not going to even say that allegedly. You know, I'm not going to elaborate because I can't. But if we're talking about what the prosecution and not what the social media is saying, the prosecution will use persons like Kirk Burrows, who was one of the persons who did all the paperwork for Bad Boy and understood the legitimacy of what Puff was doing and the illegal shit that he was doing. You understand what I'm saying? So, and how he kept him out the business for years. For years. You understand? And he taught Mark Pitts. He taught Wayne Barrows. Everybody who came out of Bad Boy Cypher, Kirk Burrows was the leader of the new school of hip hop. And Puff kept him out of there. And we've come to find out that he was sexually abusing Kirk too, or they was in a sexual relationship also. You know what I'm saying? So that's when Kirk filed his lawsuit. You understand what I'm saying? So, but listen.
Got it.
Thank you, Maxine. Appreciate it.
Just for the record, this hater did not has a rumor out that you're banned from the courthouse.
No, okay.
That's what we got out. You're banned, that you're not allowed back in the courthouse.
Okay.
Because you assaulted him.
We'll talk about that later. All right.
All right.
Bye. Yeah. Check it out. I'm doing this right here. We got the Cambridge. We got that one. Okay. We got Cambridge out the way. We got, did I do Southfield, Michigan? Did I do Southfield, Michigan? That's right here. Yo, this is Big Gene, man, from the Gene Deal Show. Taking a message. I'm taking your call. What's going on?
What's up, man? I just got a question, man. I need your email address, man. I'm getting tired of Vlad and his minions over there, man. I got 10K on it. I want you and Phil Jackson on the screen versus him and Reggie Jr. so we can get down to the bottom of this. And then when we make the money, we just give it to the Wallace family. How that sound?
Well, you know, I hear you, but I don't work for free, bro.
I said I got 10K on it. I got the 10. I got the first 10.
All right, well, just ask. I'm now.
I need your email. I'm gonna send you my email so we can really.
The Gene Deal Show at gmail.com.
All right, I'm getting tired of keep trying to switch the story up. And say,
yeah, they're gonna keep on doing that, brother. They're gonna keep on doing that. First of all, they don't want Phil Jackson. They don't want Phil Carson. Yeah, I know. They don't want Phil Carson on camera talking about none of this stuff. You know.
But you already said you're right, though.
You know what I'm saying? I know, but they don't want Phil Carson. They don't want Phil Carson there. You know, it's so many. He got paperwork that proves that I saw the picture, pointed the picture out, and the cop lied and said, we never showed Gene Deal those pictures. And then he said, well, why did you put it in your paperwork? I got it right here where you wrote it at.
Okay. So you said your Gmail is what? I'm about to write you right now.
Gene Deal Show. GeneDealShow at gmail.com.
All right, man. Y'all have a good day.
Yes, sir. All right. We got the Ezekiel Drain Master. Okay, where we at right now? That's Louisville. Let's go to Louisville. 502. We got 2021. Yes. This is 502. This is Big Gene. State your name, where you're calling from, and what's your question?
Yeah, it's Corey from Louisville, Kentucky.
Corey, what's up, man?
What's up, big man?
How you been?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, man. What's up?
Got a question.
Yes, sir.
Do you think the sexual tapes that he was recording and the reason they ain't pulling nobody in is because they want to convict him to take his money, and they ain't really worried about getting them people in there to testify against him on sexual charges. They're just worried about getting his money.
I think the sexual charges, whether it's consensual or not, they're not really charges. That ain't what they have in the 5 charges in which they are charging them with. They're going to stick to that, and they're not really concerned with that. The state may pick up some of that stuff, maybe, but unless it's going against the time limit on it. But no, I don't think they're concerned with that. They're more concerned about taking all his money and putting them in jail for some years.
Right. And with the like all the different celebrities with Bieber and Will Smith's son and all them tapes supposedly that's going around that he had video, they would have to pretty much make them public knowledge and have them people testify. So instead of having them people coming there and go through that and making that stuff public, they're going the other way.
Yes, sir.
And going RICO for the money.
Yes, sir.
Right. You believe them tapes exist?
Huh?
You believe them videotapes exist?
I believe some tapes do exist because Lil Rod has some of the stuff that he was filming.
Right.
Remember, Lil Rod said he woke up with 4 men in the bedroom, and all of them was butt naked.
Right, the one for J-Lo supposedly calls that divorce.
All right. Yes, sir.
Appreciate it, Big G.
Thank you, brother. All right.
All right, man.
All right. Super chat from Alex Smith. I appreciate you, Big G. I have supported you the way beforehand when people started believing your accounts of what you experienced. How can I call? You take your hand and your number, you just start dialing on the phone, Alex. That's how you could call. Thank you for the super chat, Alex. Maxine, stop it, please. I'm gonna overlook that one, Maxine. I gotta go in line with these people, Maxine. Okay. Got the Cambridge, got the San Antonio, Texas, I got Ezekiel, 603, Akron, Ohio. Hello? All right. Okay. Thanks, Max. All right. Thank you. Hey, yo, moderators. Y'all tell these people to hit the like button. Maxine just called me and just straightened me out. She said we got 2,100 people in the live, and we only got 400 likes. Can y'all please hit the like button? If you don't do it for me, do it for Maxine. Do it for Maxine. And do it for Woods. I say Woods. Woods is a member, y'all. Hey, now Woods. Woods is a member, y'all. Nah, that's Woods. Oh, yeah, here's Woods. Said Woods is a member, y'all. Go now, Woods. Woods is a member to the Gene Deal Show. Thank you, Woods, for being a member. Let's go to Stony Point, North Carolina. All right. Lady T, waiting on this call for 10 minutes. Oh, Lady T. Oh, Lady T, I'm so sorry. Text me, Lady T, so I could bring it up. Hello? Hello? 980.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, what's going on? This is Gene, Big Gene.
Okay.
What's your name and where you calling from?
This is Miss Georgia Brown. How are you? I'm from North Carolina.
Oh, Georgia Brown, you the one just became a member?
Yes.
Thank you, Miss Brown. How you doing?
I'm good. I want to ask you something about. Well, first, that person that talked about Africa about Friday, they were probably talking about he lost the civil lawsuit because he didn't respond to it. I saw that on the news. So
okay,
he got basically a judgment due to not acting or responding. So
okay, all right.
So that's what happened with that. But with this situation, are there going to be more weeks of this, or do you think the prosecutor is going to cut it off now? Do you think they have what they need?
Well, the prosecutor told the judge she had 6 more weeks. First it was 8 more weeks. Then they cut it down to 6 more weeks. So now, I don't want them to be too bold with it. I think they should at least get 2 more weeks of testimony, and go with the racketeering and what he had employees do. I think they should bring in co-conspirators that they gave to D-Rock. D-Rock name was mentioned a whole lot. If you're not going to charge him as a co-conspirator, you know what I'm saying? You need to actually bring him in and testify. Paul Offord name was called a whole lot as a bodyguard. If you're not going to bring him in as a co-conspirator, as a witness or whatever like that, you know what I'm saying? Bring him in as a co-conspirator. You know what I'm saying? Because if you hold somebody against their will or take them somewhere that they don't want to go, that's like kidnapping. You understand? And that was mentioned in the trial. So if they're going to do that, they need to do it the right way and either bring their ass in. All right?
I agree. Okay. Well, you take care and you be safe up there.
And Georgia, thank you for your membership. You're a member, yeah. Georgia is a member, yeah. Okay.
Yay.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. Now I got to go to Riverside, California. 951. It's coming at you. True Soul. Hey, Gene. What is your relationship like with Wolf before he passed?
Hello.
Me and Wolf was mad cool. Hey, hello. This is Gene with the Gene Deal Show.
Hi, Gene. Let me pause you in the background. I apologize about that. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm so glad.
True Soul asked me what was our relationship with Wolf. Me and Wolf was mad cool. You understand?
I'm sorry?
No, I was saying something I'm on my show. What's your name?
Melanie. My name is Melanie.
Melody, I'm on the Gene Deal Show, and you was turning down the music while you was turning down whatever you had in the background. I was talking to the people. Can I do my show, Melody?
Absolutely.
So if I'm gonna do my show, what's your name? Where you calling from? Let the people know, Melody.
My name is Melanie. I'm commenting as a wise woman for apothecary, and I'm from California. I'm so happy to hear from you, Gene.
Hey, Melody, you said got apothecary?
Yeah, I'm an herbalist.
Okay, well, I probably need to really talk to you sometime. You could herbal my life right.
I will hook you up.
Okay, so what's up, Melanie?
I wanted to know, I guess because of who I am, I wanted to know how or if any of this affected your mental health, and how are you dealing with everything you're seeing? Because everything you talk about to me sounds like it would leave PTSD or CPTSD on a person, and you're handling it beautifully, publicly. And so I'm curious as to know if anything caused any kind of issues or anything like that with you.
Well, of course, I'm only human.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And being a person that's human, as we know, we all going to have our days. And I believe that my faith and people that's in my life or that was trying to be in my life could support me mentally, because they really don't understand that this is a heavy cross to bear and carry, but heavy is the crown of the king that carries it. So I try to cook. I try to cook. I try to read, write, and do things that helps me. But I guess that sometimes it is difficult, But listen, if I didn't believe and I didn't know that there's a prescription inside me and God gives me that strength, then I wouldn't be able to carry on like I do.
That's beautiful. And the reason why I wanted to ask that question is because a lot of the people who are watching you, a lot of us are abuse survivors, different types.
And the way that you're handling it, a lot of people may want to know because it may be beneficial to their journey. And so that's why I wanted to ask the question. I really respect you and what you're doing. You're what a real Black man looks like. Everybody needs to, if you're watching this, you need to understand this is what a real Black man looks like. This right here, a man who speaks for women, this is a real protector right here. And Jean, I just need you to know, if you need to contact me for any herbal stuff, you can. I'm available. But nonetheless, just know that you have supporters out here who love you. And you're helping a lot of people with what you're doing. I'm talking about not just thousands, millions.
Wow.
Millions.
You know, I never look at it in that way. And people try to tell me that. And this is how I was on the block, you know, like when guys wanted jobs and guys wanted information that was different from the stuff that you hear on the block. I was there. You know, I gave that part of my life to them. And I was once told that Jesus just didn't preach in the church. He went out amongst the people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not putting myself in no position of Jesus.
You're a real one. You are absolutely a real one.
That's why discernment. That's when like people like Unique say Gene was out there with us. I wasn't doing the same thing they was doing. You know what I'm saying? But you know, guys would hit me on the side.
Your aura, and you have like that. You were observing for this day, for where you are at right now. God literally set you there the whole entire time to be an observer. And now everybody, you're literally having people see the industry. Do you know how monumental that is to God's work? Wow. People who were idolizing these people, you're breaking down barriers. You are turning people's eyes. I just need you to know what you're doing. You're protected. Archangel Michael, Gabriel, they are around you. Metatron, the majors are around you. You will be protected. And I just wanted to ask you again that question. I don't want to take up any more time, but I wanted to ask you that question so people who are watching can see who you are, like indefinitely. You are so monumental to history. I love you for that. You don't even know me, but I love you for that. You are monumental to history. And I am so thankful for you. Thankful for you.
Right.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Contact me if you need anything.
And what's your name again?
My name is Melanie Luna, but I go by Wise Woman's Work Apothecary.
Melanie
Luna. And you can call me anytime, and I can help you with some stuff. And yeah, I'm here. I'm here for my people. I worked in the medical field. I worked at Loma Linda University here in California.
Okay, Melanie. I appreciate you, Mama.
All right, take care, okay?
All right, thank you.
Welcome. Bye.
Bye. See, I ain't gonna be fat for long. Melody gonna help me lose my weight. Man. I did the Cambridge. Okay. I did the California. Did I do the San Antonio, Texas? Got the San Antonio, Texas. Can you turn down the TV in the background, please?
I already did. Thank you. Hi.
Hi, this is Gene Deal from the Gene Deal Show. Max, who I'm speaking with?
I'm Danny Lee. How are you?
Hi, Danny Lee.
So I'm a huge fan of yours, and actually I'm a huge fan of Tisa Tales. But I only had one question, and it's only if you know. My question is specific to J-Lo. To your knowledge, did he also do the same things to her? Like, did he beat her? Did he subject her to freak offs and all the things?
Well, I would only speak with something that I know. And I used to call Miss J-Lo Miss Lopez. I never called her Jennifer. I just called her Miss Lopez. And he was always respectful unless she felt he was being disrespectful because he had a lot of girls in the studio. And he always talked crazy, like that's what he was supposed to be, around a lot of girls and front like that with that. But I've never, ever seen him disrespect Miss Lopez. Now, we've been in the same house and Ms. Lopez was upstairs in one part of the mansion, and he'd been downstairs probably getting a blowjob from somebody else, and then went back upstairs to Ms. Lopez. I've noticed that shit because I was told, yo, Jane, watch the door, don't let nobody come in the door, and I wouldn't let nobody come in the door when him and Slam them had girls in the next room and Ms. Lopez be upstairs, but I'd never seen him physically doing Ms. Lopez wrong like that. Not at all.
Thank you. Thank you for taking my question.
Okay, what's your name again?
Danny Lee.
All right, Danny Lee, take care. All right.
Take care.
All right. Oh, no caller ID. That means Big Gene don't. Oh, my girl Jag called about 30 minutes ago. Hold on, let me. Oh, my God. When
Hello?
I think about you, girl, tears run up and down my spine. And if my wish will come true, Jack, I'll be with you all the time. Day and night, night and day, I'm gonna miss you. Oh, my lonely heart seems to do. I hope that we sing it, Jack.
And be together soon.
Whoa!
I hope that
we
can be together soon.
Real soon.
Oh, I hope that we
can be together soon. Can you make it real soon? I can't wait. I hope that we can be together. Hey, what up, Jag? What's up with you, girl?
Oh, what's going on?
Hey, yo, this is Jaguar Wright on the phone, man. Jag, what's good with you, mama?
Oh, just, what I mean, trying to keep the suckers off me, trying to keep it off me. But other than that, I'm fine. How about you?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right, man. I ain't got no complaint.
I hope you stay sucker free.
Yo, you complain to man. You complain to man. You don't believe in God's blessings.
That part.
That part right there.
That part. Yeah. So everybody, I noticed because I had popped back, and I said, well, let me just tap in and check on Big Bro. And I'm sitting there, and you're getting all the same damn questions I'm getting. Everybody wants a list. Everybody wants to know who it is. Where's Waldo?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yes, ma'am.
So it's good to know that it's not just me.
All right. Okay. That's good, baby. So how you been, man? You know what I'm saying? Your people hit me on the line, but I don't think they want to do anything, put us back on that blue couch or anything like that. But they hit me and say it was going to be soon. So, it is what it is.
Well, this is the thing. You there is a great thing. Me there is a great thing. Us there together now, that's a different thing. And we're going to have to talk about that.
Yeah. So, Jack, I got a lot of calls I got to get through, Mom. Thanks for calling in.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you, man.
Bro, I love you.
And back at you, Mama.
Just do me a favor.
I'm listening.
Next time, give me a heads up so I can be on the right key.
Okay. All right.
Love you.
All right. Bye-bye, Mama. Peace.
Bye.
Yeah. Oh, look at Mr. Ramsey. Why you got your Mr. Ramsey? Why you want me to protect my neck, bro? You're killing me. He said, Mr. Ramsey, yo, boy, bro, that's the best you ever sounded. I just be playing with it, Mr. Ramsey. God damn. What's this? Aletha Garner. Thanks for the super sticker. Appreciate you, Mama. Yes, sir. Let me get to this call. That was Jag. We got Jag. Hold up, Jag. Oh God. Okay. We got this shit is going too fast. Let me see. All right, Jag. I gotta give Miss Ladonis. Hey, this is Gene Deal from the Gene Deal Show. State your name and where you calling from.
Hey, how you doing?
This is Gene Deal on the Gene Deal Show. I'm fine. How are you doing? State your name and where you calling from.
My name is a lovely one, and I'm calling from the Motor City.
Okay, the lovely one from the Motor City. Okay.
Yes, sir.
How lovely are you, lovely one?
You got to come to the Motor City to find it out, sir.
Whoa, say it ain't so.
It's so.
All right. How you doing?
Hey, listen to this. I'm doing good. Listen to this.
All right.
3 things. That weirdo at the that you had to turn into a pretzel, that donut, he's sweet on you. That's what that is.
Oh, please. I don't want to hear that. Please, let's go to the next one. Thank you.
Okay, right. But we can see that, but that's what it is.
Mm.
He's infatuated with you. And you don't understand that you don't play them games, them reindeer games. Mm. Number 2, do you think the feds are setting up another should Trump give him a pardon? They setting up a remand to open up the Biggie case because it's too much leading to that.
Well, I don't think the feds have to do that because what they said and what people didn't hear that they struck from the record is that Capricorn said something that has something to do with the reopening of the Biggie case, and they struck that from the record.
Yep. Yeah, they're not playing those games.
Yeah, so
you know, that's a hold without a bond,
right?
And there's nothing they can do. So he can turn every which way.
The Biggie case ain't closed. The Biggie case, you can't close a murder case. But what happens is there are some information that federally that a state judge sealed,
mm-hmm.
and the feds may be trying to use some kind of formula, do something to open that back up. We don't know that, but what we do know is that some information came out during a testimony, and they had it stricken from the record, and it was dealing with the opening of Biggie case or something that had to do with Biggie's case.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. Last thing, but there's 3 things.
It was only supposed to be 1. You done snuck 2 in there already.
Come on, because it's the bomb right
Miss
here.
Lovely.
You know.
Miss Lovely?
Listen.
Go ahead.
Kirk Burrows.
Okay.
It's going to be the bomb.
Yeah.
All this bullshit.
If Kirk Burrows testify, you can stick a fork in him. It's done. All right?
That news is going to be cooked. He burnt.
All right?
All right, dear. I just wanted to throw that in.
All right.
I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
We calling 813 down in Florida. Turn down your TV. This is Big Gene from the Gene Deal Show.
Not you said my area code.
I can say your area code. I ain't saying your number. I just said you got a problem. Oh, that's how them Florida people is right there. Get off my phone.
TV down. Hold on. You over here on rec. I've been waiting for 7 hours, 20 years, and 30 minutes.
For who?
What's up, Mr. J? This Lady T. What's going on?
Oh, Lady T, that's you, Mama?
Yeah, in the flash, want me to do it.
How you doing, Mom? I'm so sorry about that, man. I'm gonna blame it on my moderators. They should have told me Lady T 813. You know what I'm saying?
It was hold on, my student had my back. They was trying to put me on bed. I told them, I said, where the membership rate? So I said, fuck it, I'm gonna just go ahead and buy me send them $50. I'm paid for 5 months. What we doing?
All right, what's up, Mama? What's good with you?
I'm scared to ask my question now because I'm like, shoot.
Ask your question, baby. Shit,
I ain't never scared.
Don't be scared. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't no scared over here, but
I don't know. I don't know. You said you were scared, so you might have a little fear factor or something like that. Go ahead, Mom.
No, for real. I mean, everybody's asking Diddy. You know, we got all that. I'm burnt out. Y'all done, listen, I'm scared to be a freak anymore. I think it's going in the closet. It's getting too much going on. No,
hold on. Can we rewind that just back, just a little taste? Rewind. You say, so Lady T, you was a freak?
Oh my God. Leave it to me to wake it up.
Oh
Listen,
my God.
To this Diddy trial,
she said she's scared to be a freak anymore. I don't want to be a freak. I can't help myself.
I don't want to be.
Whoa, but I can't help myself over here.
I might be lying that she 30 minutes.
So, Lady T, what's your question?
No, for real. So, okay, so I don't know if you know. So, I had hit you up on IG because a few days ago I was about to be uber nesting. Okay, I was ready to bleed and bust somebody's ass all wide open.
All right, go ahead.
But I'm trying. Listen, I have been on the receiving end. I've been on both sides of the fence with this man, right? So, and I get it. And it's like, I don't know you, but you know, just everybody, the way everybody perceives you, like you have been around and earned your respect. And I feel like it should be definitely given because should nobody approach you that way. In the same breath, I feel like because you are seasoned, right? He is young, he's sporadic, he be all over the place, and it's a lot. I'd be ready to go in his mouth myself. Trust me, I know. So at this point, I'm just trying to find out where or is there any way that we can get some sort of resolve so because you need to be there. No, nobody should be.
Well, listen, nobody's stopping me from going there. I can go there anytime I want to, and I will be back. You know what I'm saying? I will be back. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the issue. The thing about it is that, you know, I got so many people that love me that gave me phone calls and talking about doing something to this cat, and I don't want to. I don't want to be the reason why I go down there and somebody lay this cat out and they look at me like I've done something. You know what I'm saying? And people don't understand that. I've gotten so many calls like, big bro, I love you. I'll be down there. Just let me know. Blase this, blase that. And that ain't what I'm about. And that ain't what I'm trying to be about. If you don't F with me, I'm not going to F with you. You know what I mean?
And I'm going to piggyback off that. Like, I had conversations earlier. Like, I did 4 years in prison. I turned my life around, so I understand, you know what I'm saying, what's going on. And I'm like, I already know how New York is going to give it up. You know what I'm saying? You playing in the wrong area. It ain't nothing to do with him. It could be motherfuckers that love him so crazy, they'll go and, you know, get straight to it. And my thing is that it's like you got to get to a point where, yes, he's over the top, but it's like, you know what? You were the big dog. You're the one that's owed the respect. You know what I'm saying? It's like, listen, young man, I don't appreciate how you did it. Can we sit down? We try this again. You definitely deserved your apology. I don't care if he was slipping and sliding and astro gliding all up in that elevator. You know what I'm saying? If he earned that, that's what it is. But I know everybody want to see the freak show, but it's enough of that going on elsewhere to kind of take away the, you know what I'm saying, the focus on what's really going on. And I just feel like, is there any way for it to be resolved on both ends?
My whole thing about it is I have nothing to resolve with him because, first of all, I didn't start anything, and I don't I don't have nothing to resolve. Yo, that dude, those kids is not on my level, and I don't person like that. You know, the guys who really want to be in my level and come out and just keep on constant, keep on doing something, got something to say, you know, they gonna get they justice too. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a matter of time with everybody. When you do wrong and you do shit, it's just a matter of time when shit catch up with you.
Who you telling? I know. I'm already knowing.
It's just a matter of time, you know. And some of these guys is on thin ice. You understand?
Right.
And when they get it, they ain't gonna understand. But then I'm gonna be right there, and I'm be like, "Yo, I knew it was coming." You understand? Because you cannot continue to do people wrong and say shit out your mouth that like my grandmother used to say, you gotta check that your ass can cash. You understand? And it's when it get ready to cash, be ready for it. Be ready for it. You understand? You know what I'm saying? Be ready for it. But this kid, you know, like I don't, you know, he came out with some shit with some he did an interview with some guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about it. Listen to me. It's not one person right now that could come out here and say that Gene Deal did what he said I did. And let me just say this. I got hundreds of thousands of dollars in jewelry, trucks. I got a prized possession that I call my heart, my 70 Cadillac. Just redid the whole shit. You understand like that? I'll give up anything. I'll give up all of it. You understand? If you can find me guilty of doing some of the salacious shit these motherfuckers are saying, and all I ask of them, niggas, stay off YouTube for 10 years.
Period.
I give up all my shit. Stay off YouTube.
You ain't in charge, so should nobody be coming at you like that.
Yeah, but still in all, these people, they don't do their homework. You understand? And when the motherfuckers see, they say, well, yo, he was at the Intercon, nigga. We used to think that was the what we used to think that was the projects to us. The Intercontinental Hotel in Atlanta was the project to us. Puff would have never stayed in that shit. So when that white boy came and told him that lie, he should have did his due diligence. Well, let me see.
Everybody watching that can see that dude was a clown. He was cloud chasing, trying to grab a bag. He just came home from the joint. He was probably getting deep up in there, butthole loose as hell. He was getting split and off all of them, but now he's trying to come home and get a bag. Like, this whole shit show is about money. Everybody's just trying to make up stories to eat. So, you know, those that know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You understand?
So
and then, and then who am I to answer? I got an answer to them. Nigga, I ain't got an answer to you. Nigga, pay your mother. If you want Gene Deal to answer any of your questions, sit the fuck down and pay him up, pay his fee.
How much for the interview? How much? And I'm beefing with this nigga right now, so he already probably about to flame me. I don't do fuck because he know I'll pull up. I don't be playing no games. But if you would do the interview, what it costs, and if I pay the ticket, you go on there interview, and you motherfuckers think this shit need to be dead. He need to man up, grow up, chill out. Because he fucking up, you know what I'm saying? He got a lot of talent, and the way he be moving is what fucks shit up. And you need to just chill and start moving different. You keep doing the same thing, expecting results. This nigga just said all type of disrespectful shit, you know what I'm saying, to me, and vice versa, because I give it up too. But at the same breath, he burns a lot of bridges with good people. I'm one of those people that really was riding with this motherfucker. Even now, I'm up here, you know what I'm saying, because I don't want to see nobody get hurt. I don't want to, you know, unless I'm doing it, because he got me fucked up. But no, for real, like, what's the ticket on the interview?
Well, I couldn't do an interview with this dude. Not at all.
Really?
No,
I need to be a mediator.
No, I can't do it. I would never do an interview. He's not on a level for me to do an interview with him. And what I mean by level is that, you know, you got to man the fuck up. You understand? And to the point whereas that
Girl, shut up and move around. You all over here.
When somebody
go back over there, my fault. There she goes.
When somebody disrespect me, you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't interview for what? Makeup for what? I don't do the makeup in the interview shit. You know what I'm saying? Make up with your God, nigga. You understand?
Facts. Yeah.
I don't do the makeup, the kumbaya friendship shit. I'm not into that kumbaya friendship shit like that. When you showed me your motherfucking ass, you said what you had to say. Nigga, stand on that and live on that for the rest of your life. We could never sit in the same motherfucking room. You understand? That's how I am. I'm just like that. You know, I don't make up. I don't do the friendship shit.
I feel you.
I'm too grown and too old for that friendship shit.
Absolutely. I'm 42, so I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Once you play with me, we ain't got no second chances, so I definitely get it.
All right, mama. Let me get to these calls. All right.
Bless.
Thank you. Bye. Okay. That's Tampa 4. That's Lady J. I got that one. Let me see this right here.
Hello.
Oh, yes, this is Gene Deal. This is Candy Ortiz.
Yes.
A new member.
Yes.
Hi, Miss Ortiz.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm fine. This is Gene Deal Show. State you are. I already said your name. You could call from Manhattan. What's going on?
I wanted to know. I'm in love with you. First of all, I just wanted you to know that.
Whoa. The way I feel about you.
You are the epitome of a black man.
Thank you, Ms. Ortiz.
I honor you. Listen, you don't understand, right?
Yeah.
My question is, I don't know if it's stupid or what, but I want to know
No
why
question is ever stupid, Ms. Ortiz. Go ahead.
If they calling this girl Mia and you see her face, I don't understand.
What you mean?
Wouldn't they? Is she like under some witness protection? What is it?
The thing about it is that Mia, what is that stands for?
Yeah, the girl Mia.
What does it stand for?
I don't know.
MIA. What it stands for?
Oh, missing in action?
Missing in action. That's just a code name that the federal government don't want to give people the information on an individual who is afraid that there may be some kind of retaliation upon her testimony. Mia was given what they call she's not in witness protection, but because of her psychological state of mind, she told them, and her doctors told them, that she did not want to be known as, even though she was considered as a co-conspirator, she was given immunity for her testimony against Diddy. So now they just saying that and giving that code right there, saying that. So even though you're going to see them, you're going to know them, but the normal person, unless they say anything in her name or whatever like that, they wouldn't know her. But people don't understand is that when the federal government is trying to hire witnesses, and give people code names and things like that when they come to testify, and there's no cameras in there or whatever like that. When podcasters, I've seen a few podcasters come out and say who she was. People don't know when people are under federal protection and stuff like that. If you come out and do something like that,
right?
When they come out and do things like that, the federal government can actually come at you. You cannot.
As they should.
You cannot.
Because you're messing with people's lives. Right. You can't do that.
You cannot divulge a federal agent or a federal witness identity to anybody.
I got that.
And to come on your podcast show and give that information now, this is who this person is, and that's what they person did, stuff like that. Yo, you tread the thin line on that stuff.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. One more question, please.
No, you only supposed to get one.
I know.
But hold up. Since you say you in love with me, go ahead. No, I'm just fucking with you.
But in your opinion, the jury, how are they looking?
Well, I think when Mia and what's her name? What's her name? Capricorn Clark. When they testified, you could see some of them turn their head, and the ones that you thought was on Diddy's side, they wasn't too much on his side no more.
Okay, and that one in the second row that they talking about, huh?
Well,
is she still? Yeah.
I don't even know. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, you can cook too. You can cook like a man that can cook. Okay. But anyway.
All right, Ms. Ortiz.
I'm glad to speak to you and keep doing the work that you're doing. I love watching the dialogue. I watch it every day.
You don't watch the Gene Deal show though?
Huh?
You don't If you can hunt, you can hear. You don't watch the Gene Deal show? You say you watch the Art of Dialogue. That ain't giving me you don't watch the Gene Deal show?
No, I just found out about it. Like when I became a member.
Oh my God, you're killing me.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it from now on. I promise. Okay.
All right, Ms. Ortiz. Thank you, Mama.
All right. Bye-bye.
Somebody got 918 GG blocked. Somebody blocked Gigi. Gigi, you must have did something. You must have did something, Gigi. They blocked you? Oh, who we at right now? I'm finna call Charleston, South Carolina. Hold on. Hi, Deacon's daughter.
You still on here?
Yeah. You ain't at work no more? Get off my phone.
No, I had to go see my dad.
All right, well, I'm doing the show right now, and they hear you telling me you had to go see your dad. Bye.
All right, bye.
All right. Let me go right here to I did 906. Okay, I gotta go. I did Florida 813. Oh, did the 516. Did I do that? 804 Richmond, Virginia. Let's go to Richmond, Virginia. 804. That's 2 times. 804 Richmond, Virginia. 3 times. Hanging up. Okay. 804. Now we're going to Fort Missouri. 573. If you're still on. I ain't waiting for Gene all that time.
Hello.
Hello, this is Gene, Big Gene from the Gene Deal Show. 573
Hi.
area code. Can you tell us your name and just tell us what you're calling for?
My name is Robin, and I have a question out of St. Louis, Missouri.
You ain't from St. Louis.
I'm about an hour away from St. Louis.
Yeah, I know you say you from Fulton. Now, I know St. Louis area code.
No, I'm from Jeff City, actually.
Right, I'm from St. Louis, so I know the St. Louis area code. Miss Bessie, how you doing?
Good.
I'm just playing with you. Go ahead, Ma.
I'm just wanting to know, do you think Trump will pardon him?
I hope not, but anyway, I don't think so. I think that Trump is pretty fair. If Trump feel like he was, they come to him and say that he was given a bad deal, this, that, and the thing. I don't think he care about the money shit, but he gonna say if Puff was given a bad deal, they would, and they proved to him that he was given a bad deal, he would pardon him. But I don't think he's gonna do it within the time, probably at the end of his term. If after he do his 4 years, probably at the end, he might pardon him. You know what I'm saying? But not the first year or two. Probably when he's going out, he might do it. You know what I'm saying? Because Trump does know him. You know what I'm saying? He has been around Trump. They have been in the same parties. They have conversations and everything.
Yeah, I saw that political stuff that was going on about how Diddy was kind of riding with the other side for a while, other than Trump, and I think Trump knows that too.
Okay.
Well, anyway, I'm glad to talk to you.
All right. Thank you for your comment. All right.
Take care.
Your question. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, here we go right here. Now, Miss this right here. I did the tea leaf. I did honey butter. Okay. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to be as fair as possible, and think New York to Detroit. I did the Charlotte, North Carolina. France? I ain't calling France. Somebody try to call me with a private number. We don't do the no caller ID. Let's go to one of my mods if you want to get on here.
Hi, thank you for calling. I'm sorry
I guess one of my mods ain't trying to get on here. Let's see. I missed one. Hold up. I missed one. I had to miss because I seen this. What happened? They took the call back? Did that one? 843-813, 516, 804. I did that 573. Okay, here go right here. Hello, this is Gene Deal from the Gene Deal Show. You on the Gene Deal Show live. State your name and what's your question?
Okay, hello. This is Miss Betsy. My question is.
Oh, this is Miss Bestie?
Yes.
Oh, Miss Bessie that be giving me the lotion, send me with a lotion to say my hands is ashy. I need to oil them.
You better not have me on live.
You on live? What are you talking about? You called in for the Gene Deal Show.
Oh my goodness, I am. Get me off this phone.
All right, bye. She called live and talking about get me off the phone. Just missed everything I said, huh? Okay, let me see right here. They got Jag. Mississippi. M-I, I, humpback, I. 662, we calling you now.
Hello.
Hello, this is going to be my last call for the day. This is Gene Deal on the Gene Deal Show. You called earlier. Did you have a question?
Yes. Yes, it's Jamaica.
Jamaica?
Aberdeen. Yes, sir, Jamaica.
And where you calling from? Where?
Aberdeen, Mississippi.
Aberdeen, Mississippi?
Yes, sir.
I've been through there.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, it's a small little town. Let me ask you something. How close are y'all from Lawman, Mississippi?
From where?
Lawman.
Oh my God, probably like about 6 or 7 hours.
All right, so you upward, right?
We'll be back. Okay, have you heard of Tupelo?
Tupelo, yes, ma'am. Y'all over there by Mississippi Valley State?
No, that's too far.
Is that Tupelo? Is it what school y'all by? Is it Rice, Mississippi? Is it what college y'all by?
ICC.
ICC.
Yes, sir.
That's the college?
Yes, sir. It's like a junior college.
I'm talking about real school.
Okay, the real school. I'm gonna see.
I ain't even go to school, so I don't even know.
Right up in there. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, right up in there. Yeah. You were right.
I thought I was. But anyway,
yeah, you were right.
How can I help you?
Yes, sir. I was calling about. I was gonna ask you this question here.
All right, I'm listening.
Oh my God! It was like okay, I'm dealing with some stuff. It's like with my landlord. Well, I don't know who the landlord is, but the real landlord, he's locked up, so he got somebody, looking over everything, right? So I'm telling him, this is what I need done. This is what I need done. And I've been living over here for 3 years. He has not been holding up for anything. I have all my receipts and stuff. And now it's like he's not understanding because I have wrote him while he's incarcerated. I told him, I said, look, you got this other guy over here saying that he's gonna fix everything, but you don't mind him picking up his rent, but you still ain't holding up to your part. So now I'm trying to keep my composure. I'm trying to see how should I go about doing this? Because I will pop off now. I will.
This is not the pop-off show. That's what Miss Pleasant. This is the Gene Deal Show.
No. I meant to say like I will go off, but I'm just trying to see what kind of advice would you give me to go about this in an adult way? Because
well, see, it has to be more like of a business way. You got your receipts and everything. What happens is any kind of work you need done in your house and stuff like that. If the landlord is responsible for doing, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello. I'm gonna take your number down and I'm gonna call you back later because evidently, can you hear me? Your landlord is doing something to your Wi-Fi.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can't hear nothing.
Your landlord done something to your Wi-Fi, so I'm gonna call you back later. Hold on. Okay.
Oh, crap.
All right, later. Let me do somebody. Somebody said they've been holding on for 45 minutes. 800. All right. All right. We called somebody for Charleston, South Carolina. 843.
Hello.
Hello, this is Gene Deal of the Gene Deal Show.
Hi, it's Savani. You remember I commented on your live and you was like, what's your name? Savani, Stevani, Bonnie, you remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Hello, Libra. What's up?
Hey, Savani, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. What's going on?
Oh my goodness, so good to get you on the phone. So, however, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So, me and my mother's been tuned in. This trial has been chaotic and crazy and just disgusting and distasteful.
Right.
However, I've been hearing this Jimmy Henchman.
Go ahead.
And Reggie Wright. I've been hearing things and listening. What's your takes on just their names popping up? And are you and Reggie Wright on in a good space?
I've never been in a good space with Reggie Wright. I met him a couple of years ago with my friend Rail. Introduced me to him. All this stuff to saying that me and Reggie Wright knew each other back in the day, that's not true.
Oh.
Me and Reggie Wright, for whatever reason, we fell out. You know what I'm saying? From this point on, he says what he had to say about me. I say little about him, and I keep it moving. And this has been for the last 3 or 4 years. I mean, 2 or 3 years from now, I don't speak of Reggie Wright. I don't talk about Reggie Wright. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? This shit Suge saying that me and him was friends and stuff like that. Never been friends like that. Not at all. All right?
Okay. Well, you've answered my question. You better rep for the Libras now.
All right. All right, Savannah. Thank you, Mama.
Okay.
And Gene,
We're going to keep you in prayer, hon, okay?
Thank you, Ma. Do that.
This Taurus Nation, I'm from Long Island. I'm going to keep you in prayer, baby.
Okay.
Psalms 91. Psalms 91.
Yeah.
Got you. Your heart is clean and pure.
Thank you, Mama.
Love you. I love that cooking. You have to come out here to Virginia and cook it to Richmond.
I appreciate it. I'm always in Richmond.
You are?
Yes.
Where you are?
Yo, y'all don't know. All right. My goddaughter, she's married to Mr. Henry. He's the one who took down all those statues.
Really?
Yes. And I'm always down there visiting them here and there. I just left for their daughter just graduated from Washington University, and I just went to a little party they had for her. But we'll talk.
Goodness.
When I come down there. I'll keep Savannah your number on there.
You got my number. Like I said, you got my number. It's just that I used to live in South Carolina, in Charleston. I was in the military.
Okay.
So, and I ended up moving up here. But yeah, you got my number. Yeah, when you come down, let us know.
Yes, ma'am. I will.
Please do. Please do. We'd love to meet you.
Okay.
And you be blessed and safe, you and your family.
All right, yo. Thank you. Take care.
Hey, we don't subscribe and we contributing.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. Okay.
Okay. Have a blessed one.
Bye. Y'all take care.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. I got Savannah and them and all them down in Richmond now. Mess with me if you want to. Got ex-military. No, I'm just messing with y'all. Okay, we got from Virginia Beach, 757. I'm calling y'all right now.
Hello?
Hello, this is Gene Deal from the Gene Deal Show.
Are you still on live?
Huh?
Are you still on live?
Yes. Did you want to speak to me on live?
I'm just excited to hear.
Okay. Are you excited enough to ask a question on live?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm listening.
I got off because I thought you were getting off. You said that you were taking the last call.
No, I was just playing.
Anyway.
What is your question?
I was listening to you talk about, I think you did it, and I forgot what that show was. It was something Productions, right?
PBD?
And I was listening to you talk about that, and you was like, there's a lot of things that you couldn't talk about. Like, are you willing to talk about them now?
What's that? It depends.
Huh?
What things are that? You're live. What things you want me to talk about on the live air?
Oh, no, I didn't. I just was wondering because I watched I watched the interview and you was like, I can't talk about this. I can't talk about that.
No, that wasn't me.
Remember.
That wasn't me. Gene Deal? All I do is run my goddamn mouth. What are you talking about? Have you been smoking?
No.
Have you been drinking?
No.
Have you been listening? She gonna call. I call her back. She gonna tell me to hold on.
I'm sorry.
What's your question, woman?
I have intentionally not been following the Diddy trial, right?
Okay.
Because I don't want what's the word?
Is the word?
You know how people create opinions based off of like they can hear one thing, they can hear another, and I just have not been following it. Okay. Have you been following it?
Oh no, I'm just sitting in the courtroom. Thanks for the super chat, Angelita's Clemente Gertie. I just been sitting in the courtroom. I ain't really following it.
Well, what I want to ask is, like, so far. No, I don't want you to give me anything. Can you? Are you going to make a video about the overall ish?
I do that every week on the Art of Dialogue.
No, I'm talking about when it's done.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a video on the overall thing, okay, from start to finish, okay?
Yeah, that's what I want to know because I've intentionally not been watching it.
Yeah, so do me a favor. What's your name again? Because I want to know your name so I can watch out for your call.
Tiffany.
Okay. Thank you, Tiffany. Take care.
All right, now.
All right. Bye. Whoa. Lord have mercy. Oh, my soul. I'm at right now. We got the Richard for Poughkeepsie, Atlanta again. Okay. Did the Charleston? Did the Virginia reach? Okay. Let's go to Stockton 209, California.
Hello?
Hey, this is Gene Deal on the Gene Deal Show.
Hello, Gene. How are you?
I'm fine. You're live on the Gene Deal Show. Do you have a question?
I do have a question.
What's your name and state your question?
My name is Ashley.
Hi, Ashley.
And what I wanted to say was, how well did Puffy and Henchman know each other? And did Puffy know Henchman was going to be at the studio? Because I was with Pop that night at the Essex Hotel when he came and got something from a gentleman named Lindsay. I asked Pop who was going to be at the studio because Lindsay was best friend, sometime bodyguard. Pac came with Stretch. He came with another dude. I don't remember the other dude's name. I said, Pac, who's going to be at the studio? He said, Henchman. He said, Sean. Well, and I didn't know who Sean it was then. I don't know now. And he said, most likely probably engineer. I said, are you sure? And he said, yeah, because him and Henchman had been going back earlier that day because I was ear hustling and I heard him telling Lindsay what was going down. So my question to you, and like I said, you probably can't answer it, but how close was they? And did he know he was going to be there?
Now, I don't know if what somebody else know, you understand? But I can answer that Jimmy and Puff was close.
Okay.
That's all I can answer that. I don't know if somebody knows if somebody's going to be there. How would I know that? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you said.
Right, but I could tell you that Jimmy and Puff was close.
Okay.
All right?
All right, thank you.
All right, Mama. Later.
Okay, bye-bye.
Damn, Pac get around, don't he? $347. That's New York. Hello, this is Gene Deal on the Gene Deal Show.
Hello, yo, Gene. What up, man? You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. What's going on?
Ain't this just chilling? Yo, listen, man.
Speak your name. Say your name and your question, brother.
Okay. This is Dawn. I'm calling from New York City.
For sure.
Yo, check this out, man. So it being that you've been around Diddy, you was around Diddy for a lot of years, right? As far as like body language, right? Body language, like what's his body language inside the courtroom? What are you seeing like with his body language? Like just reading it.
Well, see, the thing about it is you can see the distress, but you got to realize is that the lawyer's going to sit there and tell him that he has to act a certain way. He has to look at the jury on certain things and stuff like that. So you got to look at this in this manner, whereas that he's a trained actor too. You know what I'm saying? Whether he may not have acted in a whole lot of things, he took a lot of acting classes. So the lawyers is telling him that he can't react to certain things. You understand?
Yeah.
So what he's doing, you could tell that he's doing certain things. The only where you could see distress at when Kid Cudi got up there, he showed some distress in that testimony. He showed some distress in Mia's testimony.
Okay. I hear that. Can I slip one more in, man? It's gonna be
one more. Just one more. Go ahead, brother.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yo, what you think are the chances that girl Christina Coleman hit that stand? That's my last question. Thank you. I appreciate you.
I don't even know the thing, but if they're gonna have, if she's gonna have the prosecution, if she does, you know what I'm saying, and she's the one that said Harvey Weinstein raped her and Diddy raped her and all that shit like that. I don't know, man. I don't know what they would get out of that, you know, the prosecution, what they would get out of that. I don't know. You know, I'm looking for D-Rock. I'm looking for Paul. I'm looking for Kirk Burrows. Because if they're not co-conspirator, because their name was mentioned so much in the court for doing shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I seen that in the transcripts.
Yeah, so I'm looking for them to hit the stands. If they don't hit the stands, I really want to know why.
Okay. Well, I think we still got like 4 more weeks or 5 weeks of this.
Yeah, that's what they said. That's what they said.
For sure. All right, brother. Be easy. Thank you.
Good. Yes, sir. All right, appreciate you. Okay, got that one right there. I'm trying to be. I did the Louisville. I'm not doing the France. No, hell no. I don't want to call France. All right, Mr. Jason King. How you doing, sir?
Hello.
Hello, Mr. King. How you doing, sir?
I thought you was live.
No, I am live. This is Gene Deal for the Gene Deal Show. How can I help you, sir? Can you state your name and you can state your question, please?
Yes, sir. I have a question regarding what they're going after the Diddler for. Sex trafficking. Excuse me. Sex trafficking. Do you think they will be able to prove that in order to get a RICO case that he actually did the X trafficking or was in charge of it? Because that takes, they used that to take the mafia down, sir, back when they were untouchable.
But see, what you don't understand about the RICO law is criminal enterprising. What he did was he used his employees and his employment, the Bad Boy Entertainment and Combs Global, to pay people for purchasing drugs, prostitution, and drugs and prostitution. You understand? So that's where the RICO would be coming in at when he uses his organization for criminality.
Okay, so you're saying that he used his business as, because I know it has to be a conglomerate like the mafia, or so to speak.
Right. And they only putting that hidden with the RICO to take his money.
Okay, that's what's up. All right. You have a good deal, Mr. Deal.
Thank you, Mr. Jason King. And guys, this is Jason King for Jason King, the King Shirts.
How are you?
Yeah, this is the guy who do great work. Y'all go on Instagram. Check him out. Tell me your Instagram, Mr. King.
My Instagram is down right now. I'm redoing everything, so we're going to start fresh, sir. And we will be starting fresh about the 15th of next month.
All right, so just let us know what your Instagram is next month, and we'll put it up for you. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you. Take care.
Appreciate you, big man.
All
Good
right.
night.
Bye. So now we're going to be at Louisville, JSK. I think I already did this Louisville. Do I get the 502 Louisville? Let me ask you something. Do I already did the 502 Louisville?
Okay.
Yeah, did we already talk, man?
Yeah, man.
All right, I'm sorry about that, man.
Hey.
I'm on live right now. So what's going on?
You need to get you a mod on them lives, man.
Oh, they acting up in there?
No, I'm just talking about on these comments, so you ain't got to deal with all that goofy stuff.
Yeah, all right.
All right, man.
All right, later, bro. Yeah. Yes, sir. So I need to do right. Let's go to West Palm Beach. 561, we coming at you. Hello, this is Gene Deal for the Gene Deal Show.
Gene, what's up?
I can't hardly hear you, man. You sound muffled.
Give me a second.
Nah, we don't. It's a bad connection, brother. Hello? Yeah, you real muffled, bro. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Josh. I'm from Florida.
Josh, your shit is real low, bro.
Okay, I'll probably have to call you back.
All right, later. All right. We calling Columbus, Georgia.
Hello.
Hey, this is Gene Deal from the Gene Deal Show.
Hello.
This is Gene from the Gene Deal Show. How can I help you?
Yeah, I got a quick question. So I was listening to the trial, and I wanted to know if you heard this part and what's your thoughts on it. So when they were reading the transcripts, I heard them say, well, Diddy's attorney ask the girl Mia, could she have gotten it wrong about the many times that he assaulted her? So to me, when I heard that, I thought to myself, well, does that mean he's admitting that he assaulted her, but not as many times as she thinks he did?
Well, isn't one enough?
Exactly. So to me, I was like, well, did you just admit that he did do it? And I'm just wondering if anybody else caught that.
I think a lot of people caught that, and I think that was the disgust of the jury when they showed their face. The jury showed their face in disgust. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, some people think that his lawyers is doing a great job on some of the cross-examined, and some people think their lawyers are doing them disservice. And you only get one question, so I don't know what you're talking about. You just a last question. So what?
Thank you for answering my question. I appreciate it.
Go ahead, Mom. Go ahead. You get the next question.
Okay. So, so I'm just asking your thoughts on why do you think it took so long for him to get caught?
Well, the thing about it is, it wasn't the fact that he get caught. See, these people are protected by certain people in the industry. And once they let their hands off you, now it's time for the government to get you. The government won Puff for a long time. And that's why I was trying to tell people that they had information, them having sex, and asking gangsters, do they know about them having sex with underage boys? Because their government had information regarding that. Because they wouldn't have went and offered another gangster a proffer hearing, you know, for that information. June of 2011. So my whole thing about it, they've been knowing about Puff for a lot of shit, a lot of years on a lot of different shit. But because those people took their hands off of them and say, yo, now you can get them. You understand?
Now, got it.
All right.
Got it. Makes perfect sense.
All right.
Well, thank you.
Some of us got to pay for our deeds right then and there. Sometimes God let that shit build up on you and then you get it all at once.
I agree. I agree. Like the old folks say, when I get you for old and new.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, Mama. Take care. Later. Take care. Bye. Oh, we got right here. Now you at New 804 in Virginia. We call it 804 in Virginia.
Hello?
Hello, this is Gene Deal from the Gene Deal Show.
Hi, Gene.
Hi, who am I speaking with?
This is Renee from Richmond, VA.
Hey, Renee, you're live.
Hey, live.
Okay.
So my question, I had my original question. I'm going to skip that for live. But listening to the other lady's question about Mia, so is it not against, how is it possible for them to allow Mia to be exposed publicly if she's under a pseudonym?
Well, the thing about it is that there's no cameras in court. And she must have agreed the fact that there was no cameras and she could change her name or they could use a different name, that they did it the way that they did. Because sometimes I've seen federal trials, especially in drug trials, that they have guys coming in with hoods over their head that you don't even know.
But I mean, as far as allowing any public in the courtroom, like I thought that when they announced the people that would testify under a pseudonym, that they wouldn't allow anyone from the public to be inside, whether reporters or journalists or anyone.
But like I said, that sometimes they will put something over the person's head. I don't know why. She must have agreed to it or said I didn't want to or whatever. But you know, you ever been in court and they had that little black thing where the person could see you, but you can't see them? You know,
yeah, like a screen, like a little
black
like
screen over their face and stuff like that. They didn't do that with her.
Right. And so with that, just another is tied into that. But with his daughters being
hold on.
It kind of ties into that same question, because with how did the government or anyone allow his daughters to be in the courtroom if they're underage? I would thought that they would have been able to say, you know, nah, they don't need to be in here.
I don't think, aren't they 18 now?
Well, I thought they were 17.
But in state, you are considered an adult in the state of New York at the age of 17.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you. Take care.
All right. You too.
Okay. We got that. I'm just trying to do this. I think I did the 347 New York, the same New York. I think I did that already. Atlanta, Georgia. Did that one? I did the Brandon. Did I do Brandon, Florida? Let me see this right here. I think I did Brandon, Florida.
Hello?
Hey, this is Gene Deal from the Gene Deal Show. Did we already speak?
No, we did not.
Oh, okay. Well, this is Gene from the Gene Deal Show. We speaking now.
All right. So I'm going to be on your live?
You on my live right now?
Okay.
Don't say, hold on. Don't be talking all that provocative, sexy stuff like I heard you be doing.
No provocative, sexy stuff.
All right, thank you. Go ahead. You can talk.
All right. So my two questions are, number one.
Hold on. You only get one question. If you get two questions, that's an interview. And in the interview, I get paid.
Oh, shoot. All right. So I can only ask you one question. Okay. What is your relationship, if you have one, with bonds? Because I know you guys are in two different eras, but do you guys speak at all?
Not at all.
But there's no beef or anything.
Why would it be?
Right. So it's just two people who work for Diddy, and that's that.
Right. I think when I was working with Diddy, Bonds was a driver for Paul. Paul was probably using him for driving here and there. He wasn't a part of the security team. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
And Paul had Green Gate Security, and he brought all the security in for Big. I had my own contract with Puff, directly with Puff. Paul didn't have anything to do with my contract, and that's what we was beefing with, because he was trying to get guys to work my hours and everything like that, all my days, because he was taking whatever Puff was paying. Paul was taking about $20 to $25 off each of those guys' salary and paying them through Green Gate Security. He couldn't do that with me.
Okay. Thank you.
But I don't have a beef with Bonds. I don't know Bonds from a can of paint. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, you both are very similar in personality. Like, y'all stories are straightforward. So Diddy knew who he was hiring.
Well,
Diddy
knew who he could do certain things around. The shit that I've heard that Bonds tried to stop him from doing. See, I never needed Diddy for nothing. And Bonds needed him for employment. You understand?
Yeah, he did. He sure did. He said that.
And he said that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't need that shit. It was a whole different vibe. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
All right, Mama. Later.
Bye-bye.
Okay. I think that's it right now. Okay. Do I get this Georgia? I think I did that. I did Marbletown, Georgia. Well, anyway, let me get back to this and just get back to the story. Get back to something else. The phone calls has ended, and I'm done with that right now. Listen here. Check this out. Is that everybody does not, they want to believe what they want to believe about Puff Security. Puff Security was ran by Paul Offord from Green Gate. He called it Green Gate Security. He used to hire NYPD. He used to hire correction officers. Anybody who was legally that could carry a gun, he could hire them. Puff was paying $65 an hour for security. Your first 10 hours you get $650. And then after that, Puff, for the first 10 hours, I think Puff was paying $60 an hour, $600 for the first 10 hours. And then after that, you would get $65 an hour. Hold on. Hello? And we are not taking calls anymore. Unless you got a real good question and I can put it on. Yeah, I was going to go on live, but we're not on live now. I'm still on live. But I closed the questions up. Okay? All right, do you have a good question? Can you want to tell me? You want to tell me? Do you? All questions are good. All right. I'm gonna give you this one time and then nobody else. All right. Okay. Hold on. Wait. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Anonymous.
Her name is Anonymous. Hi, Anonymous.
I'm calling from Anonymous View.
And she's calling from Anonymous View.
Deal.
Anonymous Deal. Okay. What's your question? And I'm calling from. Go ahead.
R. Kelly got 30 years for his fuckery, right? I'm sorry.
You said what?
R. Kelly got 30 years for his debauchery.
You got 30 years for who debauchery?
No, I said R. Kelly.
Got 30 years for his debauchery. Go ahead.
Do you anticipate the same thing for this one?
It's a possibility.
Because the story sounds similar to me.
Okay. Great question. Thank you for that, and I'll answer it. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Take care. She wants to know that if Puff gonna get the same time as R. Kelly. I don't know that. That's up to the judge. Is the case similar? I don't think so, because none of the women said that R. Kelly beat them and made them do some of the things that Cassie and the other women are saying Puff did to them. So it's a little different. Somebody say I forgot about them. Oh my God. I hate to forget about somebody. Is it China from Raleigh? Okay, China, I'm going to give you this one.
Hello.
Hey, China from Raleigh.
Hey, thank you for taking my call.
Go ahead, China. Everybody knows this is China from Raleigh, and she has a question. Go ahead, China.
Okay, so last week Capricorn got on the stand and she mentioned Chris Lighty.
Right.
She said that the day after she was supposed to start, he passed away.
Right.
So do you think Diddy has something to do with that? And do you think that they will open an investigation on that situation?
That was actually thrown out. You know what I'm saying? That was objected to because it had no bearings on what they were really asking her. So
wow.
She was alluding, it seemed like that she was alluding to a lot of people who were associated with Diddy, that he talked to them a couple of times, like Andre Harrell, Chris Lighting, who else she said? Kim Porter, and then they just came up.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So
I didn't know they threw that out.
Yeah, they threw that part out.
All righty.
Objection. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Take care.
You too. Bye bye.
All right, China. People want to know that allegations have been made by Suge that he was having people raped and everything like that. Or he may have been doing some of that. I don't know. That was something that Ray J was talking about. And since I don't know anything about it, I'm not going to really speak on that. But what I'm trying to say is that when I was talking about how Green Gate Security ran all Puff security here in New York, and Paul was the one who, when we go out of town and we had a budget for extra security, whether it be 2 or 3 guys, he would be the one to set that up. Gene Deal never ever set up any security for Bad Boy Entertainment. Gene Deal had his own contract with Bad Boy Entertainment. You understand? No one took, if Puff was paying $60 or $60, $5 an hour, nobody took $25 off of Gene Deal. You know what I'm saying? You might not think that's much, but for more security, nobody was paying. I know people was making $250 and $300 a day working with people. Nah, wasn't doing that. You know, I would make about, you know, you got to realize your first 2 or 3 hours, most of the time you was in the studio or you was running around Puff to different meetings. But those are days when I wasn't working parole or whatever like that. But on the weekends, your first 10 hours, you know, we'd be out there. I'll get at the house at 9 o'clock. I'll start at 9. Puff might come out about 11 and stuff like that, go get Justin and go get Quincy. We in the park till like 2 or 3, you know, go back, eat 4 or 5. He brought them back home to Kim or whatever like that, or back to the house. You go get Jennifer, they going out to eat brunch or whatever like that. Those 10 hours go fast. And then the rest of it is overtime. You know, you can make anywhere from $1,800 to $2,300 a week for 2 hours, for 2 days of work. For 2 days to 2 days of work. You can make anywhere from $1,800 to $2,400 a week. You know, that's good money. But it's like adult babysitting. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand he did all that shit, or most of the stuff he did that he's been charged with is because of California and LA. Moderators, I want to thank y'all for y'all time today. Y'all here and y'all didn't have to be here. Purple Moon, what's good with you? You understand? We've been on this for a long time. What we got, about 3 hours? We got 3 hours in today. I done did a paperwork show. I done did a paper chaser show. 3 hours. So I'm gonna call it short. I want to thank y'all, and I appreciate y'all with y'all time and y'all questions. We had a lot of great questions. I wanted to show the young YouTubers that I don't shy away from anybody. I didn't make up any of these questions. These people called in, they asked what they want to ask, and the whole 9 yards. And I appreciate that. I hope y'all make the likes added to the people that was in here. And sometimes I had about close to 2,200 people in here, and somebody told me I had 400 likes. So whether you like it, dislike it, they say that means something if a lot of people like it. So I guess that means that other people on YouTube will recommend it. But I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all for y'all time and everything like that. And I gotta go out no other way but the way I came in. And that's with one of the greatest theme songs, Ezekiel. Oh, they brought the likes up. Ezekiel said they brought the likes up. I appreciate that. Thank y'all. And for your people in New Orleans, I'm not going to take it out on y'all because of one person. Icy Maiden, thank you, Mama. I'm not going to take it out on one person because I had a problem with one person. All right. So thank y'all for y'all time. And thank y'all for being a dealer on the Gene Deal Show, a bodyguard on the Gene Deal Show. And as soon as I get this theme song, I guess we can get out of here.
Well, hurry up and start the show then, Gene. People been waiting on you all day. I'm gonna wait till everybody come in. Why you gotta wait till you start the show, ladies?
Law students, Purple Moon, Brown Sugar, Nikki, Chantel White, Demetrius Monroe, Marcus Arya, Jason King, She Deserves 365 Incorporated, A Crime to Remember, Harriet Edelman, Alicia P. Oh, Louisville, leave me alone. Messing up my song.
Well, hurry up and start the show then, Gene. People been waiting.
Oh my God. Louisville effed it up for everybody. Y'all, thank y'all and appreciate y'all for watching the Gene Deal Show. Out of here.